What's up, guys? Welcome to Everybody Podcast. We're going to talk about anything and everything that we want to. Today, I'm joined with the bestest of best friends that anybody could ask for. To my left, we got...
What's up, guys? My name's Brad.
To his left.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cody.
And to his left.
Hi guys, I'm Jerry.
What's up, guys? How was your week?
And your name is Chad.
Yeah, that's right. My name is Chad. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself.
That's okay.
It's okay. You're not that important anyway.
Oh, shit.
Ouch.
It's okay. It's okay.
How was your week,
My
dude?
week was good, dude. I'm ready for the weekend.
Yeah, dude. Me too. The work week was pretty tough. Pretty tough. So, I watched a movie this week. It was called Green Room. Have you guys ever seen
That's
it?
one Cody was telling us about.
Yeah, dude. So, you guys have seen it? Everybody seen it?
Yeah.
Yep, I've seen it. We watched
Okay.
it together.
Cody
So-
made it sound so interesting.
Cody's
and
guy who introduced me to this movie, and I watched it this week, and it's about a punk band who goes to play at a venue, but the venue is run by Nazis.
Cool. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck Nazis, dude. But what did you think of the movie, dude? What, like,
I thought it was gory as shit. Super violent and suspenseful. It was so... It was scary, dude.
It was pretty scary.
It was like a thriller mixed with like... It gave me anxiety just watching the
It's like
movie.
terrifying on like a realistic basis.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's gory.
I mean,
like, everything looked
If that's
very...
what the director or writer or whoever was trying to achieve, mission accomplished.
what was your favorite part of the movie?
Oh man, you gotta.
I know,
Probably-
that's such a tough question.
It's kind of hard to pick because
I
there's so
liked
many,
the
like
end.
so much of the movie is like so
Yeah.
upsetting. Like it's hard to be like, I love that part because in reality it's like just terrible, terrible things happening.
I liked. This is gonna sound weird, but I liked everything where there was killing because
Bro,
the
me
freaking
too.
the gore or
Dude, what I was going to say is I really like the part where that dude gets shot in the face because
Oh,
the way it looks, yeah.
Dude, the graphics in that movie are fucking great. I love the graphics so much.
everything looks so realistic.
Yeah.
Like, from the stab wounds to...
when they
The knife in
when
the
what's
head.
his face his throat got ripped out by an attack
Oh.
dog or a fight dog.
Yeah, the lead singer.
It
And
looked-
fucking, I don't know. I think maybe my favorite part, the part that made me most uncomfortable, was the fucking when the Nazis stabbed themselves, like on purpose
Yeah.
to try
That
and
was
like,
messed
yeah,
up.
to try and cover up the murder.
It's weird that
Like you
people
were to
are
stab
that
him.
into their group or whatever they're a part of.
Yeah,
That's a loyalty, like,
I'll never understand it. Like, I don't. If a group wants me to fucking hurt myself for them, I'm not going to be part of that group.
and then in the movie, so everybody knows, in the movie, these guys were only getting paid $600 to stab each other, or for the one guy to get stabbed. And then he's like, we'll double it if you guys do any time, because they were trying to cover up something else that happened, which was a murder. And these kids were like, oh, okay, $600, $1,200 if we don't do time. That sounds great.
That
and then
is,
he
like,
talked
such
about
a small amount of money. To
he
get
talked
stabbed
about
in
how the knife was
stomach.
short enough to where it's not going to reach any major arteries. So it was like
Thank
his
you, Dr. Nazi.
that was his persuasion to get them for him to stab him. It was like,
$600.
You-
$1,200 if you do time.
it's not going to reach any major artery. You'll be fine. It'll only hurt for a little bit. But then when the cops showed up, they acted like it was like you two were the stabbing, and like the guy who was stabbed was just like, yeah, like nothing happened.
I think they just took both of the kids away, right? Took one to the hospital
Yeah, I
and took
think
one
so.
to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. So there was a part in that movie where they were talking about desert island bands. Desert island bands being if you were ever on an island and you could only listen to one band for, you're fucking stranded on an island.
Yeah, like just pick like. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure band
Yeah. Well,
in a way.
not
in a
really.
way, in a
if
way,
I'm
it
stuck
is.
on an island, I want to listen to a band that I
over and
fucking
over and
love,
over,
dude.
Yeah, but it sounded like most of like those guys. It sounded like they felt guilty when they said what their desert island band was.
Yeah. Which,
So I looked
that's
at it
why I
as
don't-
like a guilty pleasure, maybe.
man, I can't really think.
If
I can't really
If we're-
think of a guilty pleasure band.
what's a guilty pleasure or band or artist? I feel like I can't ask Jerry because Jerry listens to everything.
I do.
But like you and myself and Cody we listen to everything too, but we have
okay?
a nice preferred style.
How about we
what would
pick-
be a guilty pleasure?
How about we pick a guilty pleasure band and a desert island band?
Okay.
Because they're two different things to me.
Well, what's
But-
your guilty pleasure?
I don't really know, dude. I like some pop, like Kesha, Katy Perry.
To let people know, myself and Chad are tattooed, pierced, hardcore dudes that listen to that crazy screaming stuff. So that's why Kesha would be weird for us.
Yeah.
Or a guilty pleasure.
I wouldn't say I like her. I just like,
A couple
A couple
songs.
songs.
Kind of catchy.
yeah. And if I were to choose a desert island band, it'd be Rise Against all day long.
I would also go, well, you know what? No, I'd probably go with like A Day to Remember for a desert island band.
Yep.
Because, I mean, I listen to them all the time anyway, so it really
Nope.
wouldn't be a
I
whole
changed my mind.
wouldn't be a whole big change.
What's yours, Jerry?
The Dirty Heads. Like I said in the car,
Oh,
every
okay.
single
Good pick.
song. I like every song.
What's your guilty
What's
pleasure,
your-
Brad?
My guilty pleasure would, I think I'd go with the Backstreet Boys, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, I'd throw that in there.
I always
I'd throw
thought
that.
you liking them was a joke.
I mean, they're like what he said about Kesha. I don't like everything they've done, but there's a couple songs I'm like, this kind of slaps.
And you can.
I disagree. It's all awful.
Well, okay.
What would be
What's
your guilty
guilty
pleasure?
pleasure?
Honestly, it's probably not much better. I'd probably have to say Avril Lavigne.
Oh, that's a lot better though.
know what?
Honestly,
That is a
I
lot
wouldn't
better.
even call that a
Sometimes 'cause
guilty
I
pleasure.
consider myself to be like a punk rocker. I feel like she stands for everything that punk rock isn't. But I still like her music.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
At least the first
For
album.
The first
me,
album
I
was
wouldn't
good,
consider
dude.
that a guilty pleasure because she was pretty sweet and she had a lot of good songs.
I don't know. I'm a little ashamed to tell you guys I like Avril Lavigne.
You know what?
I wouldn't because I like Avril Lavigne.
I like Avril Lavigne.
I have her on my Spotify.
I
so
was
I
gonna
do
say
too.
I have her
Really?
too.
yeah, of course I do. Why wouldn't I? So this is gonna be a weird question for you. What would be your guilty pleasure band, Jerry?
I don't
or
really-
artist.
I don't really have one. I listen to everything.
That's what.
Like,
that's,
Well,
I
hold
listen
on,
to
Cody. What's
Cher.
your desert?
You listen to the stuff that we don't like. We
Yeah.
would consider guilty pleasure.
I told her.
Like, I
Yeah.
listen to everything.
I told her on the car ride over, because
So-
she was like, "Is your Bluetooth connected?" I was like, "No," and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna connect mine." We were sitting at the red light, and I was like, "I don't want to hear any of that fucking piano shit."
I like piano music.
I
Me
do too, but
too.
not the kind she listens to.
It's not that bad. It's not bad at all.
I
You
don't. What
just-
is it like?
Like the people.
Sing us a song, yeah, the piano.
No,
man.
I mean,
like
that's a
that
good
I
song.
mean,
It's
that
a
is a
good
good.
It's a good
song.
That is a
song,
good
yeah.
song, but that's it. What are some of the artists?
I don't even
Tell me.
I just
You don't
like
know what
that
you're. You don't know who
song.
you're listening to.
know. One is
You know, that's not
Easy,
ridiculous for most people.
Dove Cameron.
yeah.
The
You know, there's a lot of
Fray.
people. Not as many people are as obsessed with music as we are.
Yeah, a lot of people like. It's really easy to get on Spotify, click one of the suggested playlists, and hit shuffle or whatever, and then not even look at your phone. You're just listening to a bunch of music. Maybe
Yeah.
something will pop up that you've never heard of before.
And then if you like it, you just click the heart button.
Well,
Yeah.
who's your desert island band then, Jerry?
The Dirty Heads.
It was
yeah,
Cody.
we already
We
said
didn't
that.
find out Cody's Desert Island Band.
Oh yeah.
Probably 4 years strong.
Yeah.
I just like everything
Yeah,
that they do.
They've put out nothing. but
every
good
single
music.
song. See, those two bands, them and Rise Against, they've never written a bad
What,
song.
what's
Even
your,
like Rancid would be another one. Like if if I had to, I'd listen to Rancid every day.
Rancid's pretty sweet. I like
I
Rancid.
don't
which-
think I've ever heard them.
What's your favorite album?
Oh shit, I don't even know. 'Cause
And
I
out-
just,
and
I mean,
out come
I,
the wolves.
Mine too. I love
I,
that album.
as far as like Rancid goes, I feel like I started listening to them by downloading them, so it was never like a full album. It was just songs.
Right.
So I'm not really sure. What's the one that had Ruby Soho on it?
And
Indestructible.
Out Come the
I have heard
and Out Come the
them.
Wolves.
Yeah.
I
That
like
one
that
has-
song.
yeah, that
one
was a
has-
good album.
That one's
Ruby
got
Soho,
Junkie Man.
Time Bomb, Junkie Man,
That's-
Maxwell Murder.
That, oh yeah, that's probably the one then.
That album it's so good.
I really liked Indestructible too, right?
Yeah, that
that's
has-
one
That's
of the-
Fall Back Down,
Fall Back
right?
Down's
That's,
on that
that
album.
song's
Yeah.
on that one.
That's a really good song too.
Have you ever listened to Lars Fredriksson and the Bastards?
No.
No, I've
No.
never even heard.
Do you know you don't know who Lars Fredriksson is?
No.
No.
He's the guy in Rancid who's got like the
Oh,
tattoo under his
okay,
eye.
okay, yeah, okay. He was the one that he's like real good friends with CM Punk.
yeah, dude.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still no
He
clue.
was in CM Punk's.
He's got like weird blonde hair.
Well, I don't know what anybody
Jerry-
in the band looks
Jerry
like.
has no idea who Rancid is.
I have no
probably.
clue.
He was in
I know that
CM
one
Punk's
song.
documentary on the
Which one?
network.
Was he
The
really?
Ruby
Yeah.
Soho.
Oh.
He had a big part in that documentary 1994 too.
Rancid.
mean,
I think
he's talked a
Rancid.
lot.
That
like
was
one of
such
CM
a good
Punk's favorite
documentary,
bands.
dude. If
One of the
any
best.
everybody listening right now, go look up the documentary 1994. It's so good. It's like
It's all about punk rock.
I don't
1994.
I don't necessarily I don't really go back and rewatch documentaries, but I have rewatched that at least 3 times.
Yeah, I've watched it at least twice.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That stuff
I like
it
all
really
those
interests me.
all those bands that were in that documentary were like some of my favorite bands. Green Day, The Offspring,
Blink 182,
Blink 182.
Pennywise,
Rancid.
Pennywise was in there.
yeah, Operation Ivy,
Operation Ivy.
It
Bad
was so
Religion.
cool
All the
to
punk,
see
dude.
all the
what they
best
went
punk.
through and where they started and the what was it, Epitaph Records?
Yeah, I think that's what it was called. He
What-
they used
like-
to just be right out of his garage.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. And like I didn't know about like the feud between like Northern Californians and Southern Californians.
Yeah, such a weird such a
In the
weird
punk
thing.
rock scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had
what was the war, or like what were their
there-
differences?
I mean, they just
was it just
what-
our music's better than yours?
pretty much, yeah, and our style, they always had like a different style of like the way they dressed and stuff. Like what the lead singer of Bad Religion said that just talking shit said that the Northern Californians were always like 5 years behind them. Like by the time that the Northern Californians caught up to the Southern Californians, the Southern Californians had moved on like culturally.
Wow,
Fucking
that's crazy. It's like that whole East Coast West Coast thing,
punk rock is
but just
definitely
in a one state.
Definitely
California.
evolved
Yeah, it's exactly the
since then.
same thing.
we got a bunch of different kinds of punk rock nowadays.
So you see in there they talked about Green Day. Like everyone gave them so much shit, but those guys give back to that DIY venue that they made them let them play and everything. Those guys
Good.
give them a lot
That's
of money,
awesome.
dude. It's like they have some kind of charity or something that they run, and they give all the proceeds to that club or wherever it is.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, that's that same club though. Like turned their backs on the other mainstream artists.
Yeah.
So, like when Rancid started to get more famous, when Indestructible came out, they fucking
I know.
they told them they wouldn't allow them to play in the club anymore because they were too mainstream.
I know, freaking.
And like that was one of the Lars Fredriksson's like points. He's like, maybe we are mainstream now, but there's no other band that's more DIY than us. Like
Yeah,
we do
I know.
everything.
I've
regardless.
seen multiple interviews of Fat Mike. Just
It was the same with him. They wouldn't let him come back either.
Smashing the ideas of just because we're successful doesn't mean we're some sellout. Blah
See,
blah blah.
I was just gonna bring that up.
He would fucking
I was
go
just gonna
into that
bring
argument for hours.
because I don't get like, so what? They got noticed by somebody and they were pushed
And they-
more
and
than
it's-
And they never really sold out because they did everything themselves. They didn't
Yeah.
go to another record label. When record labels wouldn't take them, they were like, fuck it, we'll start our own record
And they
label.
did.
And that's with Rancid and NoFX.
That's
Fucking NoFX
Fat
has Fat
Records,
Records,
right?
and Rancid has Hellcat Records.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like when they couldn't get their music made, they figured out a way to do it themselves. And when they
And-
I'm sure they figured out a way to get mainstream themselves too.
And now both those bands are legendary.
Jerry is sitting over here like, wow, I have no idea.
I got no clue what the fuck you guys are talking about. But it's interesting to listen to, so that's what I'm doing. I'm listening.
You're learning.
I am learning. And maybe when we go home, we can watch that documentary.
Do you ever listen to punk rock?
If
Chad's listening to it, I guess I'll
certain
listen to
kinds
it,
of
but
punk rock, like she is definitely more of a pop punk.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
She doesn't
I mean,
listen.
aren't
I
we all,
don't think
dude?
Jerry would like Rancid. I don't think
Probably not.
I don't think she would like NoFX.
You know what? Their
Probably
music
not.
is so much more appealing than their name.
Maybe
Rancid.
maybe I'll give it a try.
dude,
I mean,
Miss-
one day.
Rancid makes it sound like it's just one of the crustiest bands out there, but they're really not.
Yeah.
They're like way more poppy than like the old school stuff.
I remember riding in the car and the separation of, what is it, Church and Skate came on.
Yep, that's
And
NoFX.
That's
Missy's
funny.
like, oh, what the hell is this? I was like, this is No Effect. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is terrible. What?
No, they're so good. The first album I listened to was So Long and Thanks for All the Shoes.
Yep.
And
Same.
after I listened to that album, I was like, I fucking love this band. And then I listened to Punk and Drublick, and after that, I was like, yeah, I'm a NoFX fan for sure.
Dude, their album, the first album of theirs I listened to was Catching Z's,
Yeah.
and every fucking song on that album is like less than a minute long. I think
Yeah.
the longest song on that
Yeah,
album is
dude.
like a minute and 30
It's
seconds,
like-
and they got like 5-second songs.
They got So Long Thanks for All the Shoes had quite a few songs on there.
Okay,
Yeah,
name
but-
a couple songs.
Okay, so
What's a famous one? Like
Linoleum.
NoFX?
Yeah, like what's one she might? I don't know. She probably doesn't know any of them.
Yeah, I mean, I have a
Murder-
bunch-
I don't know.
You
Jed
def-
only lets us listen to his music in the car. I'm not
You've-
joking.
You've definitely listened to NoFX. I know you have.
Murder the
'cause,
Government,
like,
maybe.
She probably knows Murder the Government.
Yeah, that's the most recognizable song.
I've,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
And then I've definitely played Chord in Session. I've
No
definitely
idea.
played that one for you because that's probably my favorite NoFX.
I feel
song.
like you'd like Linoleum. I think you'd like that song.
Maybe we'll have
you
to
know,
listen to it later.
Hell yeah, we will. I'll listen to some NoFX later with you.
Well-
I had in high school. I had the greatest songs ever made or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, there's like 32 songs in that.
Yeah,
Because all their
that-
songs are so damn short.
That's-
Yeah, it was the same thing with Catching Z's.
It
All
was
the
like-
songs are like a minute and a half
It's like
long.
a greatest hits album in a way.
Oh,
but-
Sticking in My Eye. That's a good song
Yeah,
too.
that was on there. That has so many good
the
songs
Happy
on
Birthday
it though.
song.
Oh my
Happy
god.
birthday, you're not special.
The other day, Missy, she's coming to the kitchen. She's like, "I gotta pee," and I'm like, "Alexa, play Gotta Pee by NoFX," and it started playing.
We should get one of those.
Oh, you guys are so happy with
An
the security
Alexa?
state.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't-
oh, jeez,
I don't want. We don't need an Alexa.
dude, she comes on
Yeah,
randomly.
Chad. Yeah.
She comes on. They listen, dude, but like, they know everything.
How can they not
dude.
listen? They like if it wasn't listening to you, you would be able to voice activate it.
If I get one, I have a cell phone, so I'm gonna like I've already fucked up, so I'm
you
gonna
ever,
get an
like,
Alexa too.
It's a terrible attitude to have.
Have you ever like talked about something and then you get on your phone and there's an ad for that
Oh,
same
yeah.
exact thing you
Oh
just
yeah,
talked about?
absolutely.
Creepy.
You know what? My phone has been downloading apps like out of nowhere on its own.
That's strange.
That's weird.
Did you download any apps recently? Maybe it's still connected to your account.
No.
They downloaded TikTok, Pandora, and something called On It.
I have none of those apps on my phone except TikTok.
On it, like the workout.
No, it was spelled. It looked like a game. I just deleted it. It was
Oh.
It was spelled like ONET.
Did you like did you install an update?
I mean, maybe. I
'Cause
didn't
maybe
do
it,
it
like-
manually. If it updated itself,
I have no idea.
it was weird.
That does sound weird.
Dude,
Technology,
See?
dude.
fuck. I mean, you got a computer.
Yeah.
You fucked up. You
It
got a
sits-
phone
it
and a
sits
computer.
back here until it needs to listen.
They're listening
It
to
hears,
us,
it hears
man.
you out there talking to your dog and stuff, dude.
Then it's really not hearing much.
You
The
don't
vi-
talk to Fawn?
Yeah, but it's nothing of importance.
Oh, well.
Like, what are you doing? Or come over here.
hears us talking when we play video games, dude.
I'm sure. It
Oh,
does.
yeah.
Oh, good.
Well,
Or
Our-
at least you.
I'm sure Microsoft is fucking listening to
Yo,
when
yeah.
we're playing.
They
video
got records
games.
of all of it.
There's probably like a little mic on the Xbox or something.
So they can hear me yelling at Chad. Stop swearing at the TV.
Probably.
and they can hear Chad going.
Oh man.
You know,
You need
I-
to stop.
no, I told you I have to get aggression out when I die. If I don't, then I'm just. I'm
There
gonna
are
be,
little ears in the house that you're swearing in.
Yeah, I know, but you
Oh,
know,
that's not gonna hurt her. What's the worst that's gonna happen
When-
is you're just gonna get a fucking teacher to call you and be like, "Hey, your kid swore in class," and you're just gonna be like, "Yeah, we swear at home."
there's nothing there.
I guess. I don't know.
As long
He
as
gets no. It's
she-
not even that he
you know
swears.
what, she knows right from wrong.
She does.
Yeah,
She-
that's probably one of the worst case. She says it, and you guys are like, "Hey, don't say that," and then she never says it again.
Yeah, especially the words
You
you use. It's
think-
not like you're saying like the
I
N
mean,
word
as
or
long
stuff
as you
like
don't
that.
keep
Yeah.
using it over and over.
Until she's in her room playing with her Peppa Pig toys.
Dude,
and
she will
she's
ye-
like, "Sit the f down."
No, she hasn't
Has
done
she
that.
done that?
She
No,
has.
she-
She hasn't.
She hasn't said that word, but
Yeah.
she has done it.
She hasn't like said anything like that in a really long time. But she'll yell at me if I swear. No, Daddy, don't say that.
That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
So
And then she'll
therefore,
come over to me and tell me to yell at him.
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Like what the hell?
She's already pinning Jerry against you.
Oh my god.
My own child.
The little weasel.
Whatever. You know what?
Whatever. She'll start doing the same thing with him.
Yeah.
Probably.
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 I mean, whatever. My kid will probably do the same thing. But
Oh, for sure.
boys
Yeah,
stick
you
together,
just,
bro.
You just wait, dude.
The boys will stick together.
You just wait.
What are you talking about? You and him?
Yeah.
You think.
Well,
yeah. I was
you
gonna say
think.
you think that
he'll probably be a
he's
mama's
gonna
boy
be
for
a
a
little
bit.
asshole
think
at some
he
point.
will.
It's gonna happen.
Whatever, dude.
There's nothing you can do about it. Same thing with Arya.
You
She's
only
gonna
got,
be a
like,
little
2 more
asshole at
years,
some
Brad.
point too.
I don't think so, though.
Oh, you keep telling
I
yourself
don't
that.
know. She's
Teen years, man. All teenagers are rebellious.
No, they are not.
Yes.
I was not.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. Jerry was a good little girl. Jerry, why don't you explain to the people how you were when you were a youngster
I did nothing. I stayed at home and I read books.
and studied and got straight A's, right?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Did
Fucking
you?
loser.
What a
No,
what a
like,
nerd.
I didn't have to go out and go to parties because you guys know my parents.
Because you didn't have
They
any
had
friends. You didn't have any
parties.
They had the
friends.
parties there.
Like,
Yeah.
I would be in my room while they were in the kitchen getting drunk with all their friends. And
You were burnt out on partying by the time you were 13.
Pretty much.
I
So-
didn't really start partying until
13.
not
Not.
not really.
I'm going to say 13.
There was a couple parties that happened that alcohol may have been involved, but
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
like a consistent thing.
I don't think I ever even did anything when I was that young. I think I was probably 14, 15 before I ever like smoked or
I was
Drank or
15
anything like that.
when I first smoked.
I think
Yeah.
I was 15.
I was 15 when I first smoked as well.
I smoked with my
And-
mom.
I remember after I did it, I was like, "Wow, this is the greatest thing in the fucking world."
Well,
I
it
can
is.
barely remember what I thought
Yeah.
the first time I smoked, honestly.
I had to go to shop class. I remember sitting there.
What?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't
We-
do it. Actually, it's starting to come back to me now.
We,
I never did it in school. At least not
No.
when I first started.
Yeah, my first time was in school. We were
That's-
down. We were down over the bank. And
The Beast.
Yeah, the beast, dude. And yeah, first period was starting. We had shop class. We were up there. We had I don't know what the hell we were doing, but all I remember is just sitting at the table and just chilling.
Was
Just
it early? Was it
chilling.
early on in the year? Like, was it when Mr. Leonard used to explain a tool
It was
for an
we
entire
had
class period?
we had Mr. Seeley.
He was.
Oh,
my
yeah, he was-
teacher.
he was
I liked
awesome.
Him.
I feel like he probably knew that we were high, but
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he didn't
He
care.
did.
He always made like stonerish jokes towards
Yes.
like because I had shot with Stephen Cutt and I want to say Jerry was in my shop class too.
Not me.
Jerry
A different
Martin,
one.
Yeah, Jerry Martin, and Mr. Seeley always made like weird like, what are you tired or high?
Dude, to this day, he still calls me Lunchbox.
Really?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You see him around?
Yeah, I buy his coffee. He's got a coffee shop down in Sylvania.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
I haven't been there in a while because Woody sells it, so I just go there to get it. But
We
Pretty
should
dope
go
ass
get some
coffee.
coffee.
Doesn't he make popcorn too?
yeah,
Yes,
popcorn
he
and
does.
ice cream.
He makes
What?
ice cream
That's
too.
lit.
Yo, I want
Yeah.
to try some of that popcorn.
I kind
They
of
have it at Woody's.
Kind of want to try some of that coffee.
I want to try
Might
some of
have
the
to-
ice cream.
Might
Like,
have
fuck
to
you guys, ice cream.
I've got some of the coffee if you want to try it.
shout out Woody's Country Store. I'm coming to
Yeah.
get some
Dude, he makes a blueberry coffee. It's fucking
That
delicious.
sounds,
Blueberry.
that sounds
good.
good.
coffee.
I don't really like coffee, but I'd try it.
What?
I
You-
like coffee.
You don't like coffee, dude?
All right, I do like coffee, but it's got to be like the frozen coffees from Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
I
The
like
frozen.
like the
Yours is
slush,
iced.
slushy type
Oh.
Same
deal.
thing.
It's,
No, there's a
It's
difference
still
between
cold.
frozen and
It's
iced.
cold.
It's cold coffee.
The frozen coffee is like a slushy, whereas
Yeah.
iced coffee is just coffee with ice in it.
Coffee slushy sounds so gross.
Oh,
It-
dude, it's not.
It's
it's
not.
so.
they're
it's
pretty
so
good.
Thing is, I only like coffee black anyway.
You wouldn't like
What?
this
Yeah,
though because
just
then
black.
because
No
it's like
sugar,
super
no cream.
sweet. It's got chocolate
Yeah, screw
syrup
that. I don't
in
want
it
that
and
at all.
a creamer.
Is he serious?
I'm
Yeah.
dead serious.
Cody, that's disgusting.
Oh, it's fucking great. I love it.
So many.
My coffee has to look like milk.
No,
Yeah,
fuck
that's-
I
that.
get 5, 5, and 5.
She goes.
5 creams.
You hear that?
5 sugars.
She gets 5, 5, and
5
5.
pumps.
Why don't you
of
just suck on a
vanilla.
sugar cube?
I would if they offered.
What do you mean? You could get a box of sugar cubes anywhere.
Go
Can
buy
you
some.
really?
Yeah, you can.
I got fucking sugar cubes in my cupboard for whiskey.
You
I'll
want
take
him to
some
give
home
you?
with
You
me
want him
then.
to give you a bag?
Yes.
She said, "I like my coffee like milk."
Milk. It has to be the color of milk. It has to be like really light.
Oh, that's so,
So
gross. It
doesn't
is
that
too. I'm
defeat
looking
the
at it
whole
like,
purpose
ugh.
of coffee then?
Yeah.
No, it does not.
Because like you're just
You still
extremely
get caffeine.
you're extremely
It's true.
diluting the coffee though.
No, I'm getting caffeine, which makes me
Oh,
you
okay.
know,
I'm
awake,
sorry.
and
You're
then
putting.
I get the sugar,
Oh,
which gets me
okay.
hyper.
Yeah. Whoops. Sorry.
It's good.
Yeah, but the sugar high from a coffee isn't gonna last all day.
I guess we'll find out. I'm drinking one right now.
I mean,
you're
the caffeine from the coffee isn't gonna last all day.
Yeah,
either.
No.
I probably
Couple of hours.
I probably drink a cup of coffee every morning,
I usually do too.
like maybe like a medium-sized Dunkin' cup.
And now I get free coffee at Dunkin', so
And if I don't
not?
get, yeah, free Hey, you know what? If you get free coffee, why don't you get me one too? Be like, oh, I want 2 coffees
I'm not
today.
gonna push my luck.
Why
Oh,
are they
what the
giving you free coffee?
Because the guy that works there has a crush on my friend.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
when I go in there with her, he's like, "Oh, you just take them and go." Well, thanks.
I thought it was like actually Dunkin' Donuts giving you free coffee.
No, it's just the guy that
I was
works
gonna
there.
say
It's
get
just
him,
some
get him
creep.
to sponsor the podcast.
It's just a creep.
Everybody.
No, he's very nice. He's
Oh, I'm
very,
sure.
very nice.
I'm sure.
People
get
said
free
that
coffee?
about like every single serial killer.
I don't think that he, you know, you never know.
Yeah, dude.
I can't
You
say
you
that,
don't
you
know
never
what's
know.
going on in
Yeah.
a stranger's life.
Or their head. You don't know what they're thinking.
They could be like,
It
I'm
could be
gonna
me.
give them free coffee, and then they're gonna fall for me, and then I can chain them in the basement.
They chop their heads off.
That's
So be careful where that free coffee
Wow.
leads.
You should definitely try to get me a cup of coffee.
maybe I'll order
dude.
coffee for just you, and I'll
Oh,
bring it home
word.
to you, and I won't get one.
Hell yeah. But now you said
Yeah,
it out loud, so he
selfishness.
knows our evil plan.
I don't.
Bum bum bum.
That's a good point.
Don't name drop. You'll be alright.
Yeah, we didn't say last names. He doesn't know who I am.
Oh, word, sweet. Well, we did kind of say.
Wait,
who
they're
we
gonna
were.
they're gonna connect it though. They're
I
gonna
don't think he
connect
even
it.
knows my actual name.
Everyone forget what you just heard. Everything.
Yep. MIB. All right. All your guys' minds have just been brainwashed or erased.
Welcome.
can't erase people's
to
minds.
Everybody Podcast.
Yes. So I felt like
Yep, I felt like
no,
that too.
I was gonna ask you something about the bands and shit, but I feel like you probably already answered my question.
I might have.
So
Ask
ask
it again
it
and we'll
anyway,
figure
dude.
it out.
Yeah,
The audience
Is this
doesn't
going to be the
remember.
third
I
time
might
he
beat
asked
'em.
this question?
probably.
Probably.
Maybe we just weren't paying attention to him before.
No, because now I know the answer is in my head.
You wanted to know what my desert island band was?
I was gonna ask that again.
Yes,
Jesus.
we said that
Christ.
Definitely already
twice.
asked
Yeah,
that twice.
yes, I did. And as I was saying it in my head, I was like, "Oh yeah, Jerry said dirty heads."
How do you not know? Like,
I know now. Like,
how did you not know?
He'll forget in 10 minutes.
But how did you not know before? We've been together 8 years.
you've.
Like,
It's not like we've ever discussed.
What's her
Hey, what's
favorite
your-
color, dude?
yeah, what's my favorite color?
Is
Oh,
What's-
I
somebody
got
got
him in the
caught.
doghouse, dude.
Ooh.
what's my favorite color?
It depends. With clothing, it is black and white, and with actual color, it is green.
You
Because
want
of
to know why it's?
marijuana.
Yeah, that's why I like green.
What
That's
were
a-
our wedding colors?
Burgundy,
So what's
Gold.
my favorite color?
burgundy.
Oh, there you
I
go.
thought Chad picked that color.
No.
I would never pick burgundy. If I had my choice for the
It would've
wedding,
been
it
black.
would have been black and white, dude.
That sounds like such a bland wedding. Though.
No,
Yes.
it sounds awesome
No.
as shit.
I agree. Black
My-
and white is the best
no.
together.
You
See?
need a. You need
See?
to
Yeah,
have
but
a
what are you
pop
gonna
of
do,
color.
like, for a wedding? How are you gonna do that?
What do you
Black.
mean? What do you mean?
Like,
Just hang black? Just hang black
like, do you
everywhere and
want
shit?
all the groomsmen
Everybody's
to
wearing
be
black.
wearing the same thing as you, and do you want all of the bridesmaids to just be
Nah,
wearing
dude,
plain
like-
black dresses because they're not wearing white?
It would be dope if we were all wearing fucking all white suits.
Well, I was
That
gonna
would've been
say
cool.
like us all white,
might have
the,
agreed
I was
to
like,
that.
the
look,
groomsmen
white
all
suits.
white, and then you be in the black suit.
Yeah, I dig that.
I would have been okay with that. Why don't we think of that?
Let's redo our wedding.
No. You can't remember my favorite color, so let's
It's
not.
burgundy. See, I knew.
Oh, Jesus.
After a little bit of research and digging,
Yeah.
When's my birthday?
11/11.
soon.
Oh my
Yeah,
yeah,
next
it is
week.
soon.
Yeah.
from
Next
today, isn't it?
Wednesday.
What'd you get me?
Don't answer that.
I'm not gonna answer that.
He thought about it though.
It looked more like he was trying to remember what he got her.
Maybe
Or-
I got you multiple things.
Or maybe you didn't purchase
Or
it
I was
yet.
gonna say maybe he hasn't got you anything, and he's just saying he
No.
did.
We'll never know
he just
because
remembered that it's her birthday next week.
no, that's bullshit. I knew it was a birthday.
No, he already bought me my present.
No.
She's already found it. That's what that means.
Yeah. I already have it. He just
Oh yeah.
you gotta
well,
send-
the thing is every time I buy Jerry something, it's well actually.
he doesn't know what to buy.
Yeah, I
for
don't know
me.
what to buy her because like I link her to stuff all the time of things I want. She doesn't ever link me to anything.
Because I don't want
Really?
anything.
I just have to guess.
See?
I
It's the
just
same,
have to
same
guess.
way with Missy, dude.
I just have to guess and wing it.
Yeah.
It's when it comes in the mail, I'll be like, surprise. If she likes it, all right. If she doesn't, well, shit, I'll try next time.
Well, I don't tell you that I don't like anything. Every time you get
None
me
of
something,
us
I'm like,
do.
oh,
It's
thanks.
just like,
I love
oh,
it."
it's
All the clothes
not what I
I've
wanted, but thanks.
all the clothes I've ever got her, she does not wear.
Because clothes don't fit me right.
Stop
But
buying
you
her
still
clothes,
wear
Chad.
clothes.
Well, I did
I
stop
wear
buying her
the
clothes.
I'm wearing the sweater right now.
Oh yeah, I bought her a couple. I'm really good at hoodie sizes.
Sweaters are
All right,
good.
I'm pretty good at getting you the right size. I bought her another, another, Adidas hoodie.
Looks
Okay.
nice.
It
It's
was
black
badass,
and white.
and I got the
I'm gonna
perfect.
guess.
It's your favorite color.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh,
It looks really good on you. You should get more black and white.
you should get color.
You should get more burgundy.
Oh
He
man,
has one burgundy shirt. One.
it's my Slipknot shirt, and I never wear it.
No.
Maybe he just doesn't like how he looks in burgundy.
But he looks so good in colors. It makes his eyes pop.
Thanks,
You're welcome.
but I'm still gonna wear black
I
and
know.
white.
I know.
You know, it's just
Whatever, dude.
Matches everything, I guess.
look.
That's a
I'm
good
wearing
thing.
black and white right now.
Because that's all you have.
And he's
Yeah.
ready for a
Hey.
funeral whenever one pops up.
That's right.
I'm wearing black and white as well.
I hate funerals,
Because
man.
that is probably all you have as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like going to funerals.
I mean, I do have some
I don't know if
color
I've ever
shirts.
heard somebody say the words, I like going to funerals.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
I know what
anybody
you mean.
enjoys it.
Yeah, it's not really supposed to be
No.
an enjoyable experience.
If I had my
Unless
choice,
you dislike the person, then you're like, yeah, they're
Uh,
gone.
You still wouldn't go to the funeral, though.
You might to,
To
well,
celebrate.
No, you
you're in
wouldn't.
the back,
No.
like, popping champagne while everybody's mourning.
Wow. What a
it happens in
He's
movies.
gone!
What a-
Thank God!
what a dark side to that.
heck yeah,
Okay.
Jerry, give me nucks,
No,
dude.
I didn't mean it like that. I did. Here you go.
All right, nucks, dude. I got the nucks. But yeah, like if I had my own choice, dude. Well, I do. I stopped going to funerals.
I have.
They're just too. They're just.
I can't handle the emotion.
You gotta go when it's somebody close to you, though.
Absolutely. I
don't
will.
go if I'm not, like, really close to the person, I'm not gonna go.
I
Like,
don't
I didn't
know.
go to, like, your cousin's funeral.
Yeah. I pay
You
my
know?
I pay my respects in other ways.
Yeah, I guess I have.
I don't have to show people that I'm gonna remember this person.
I don't like going because I'm a sympathetic crier. If I see somebody crying, I'm gonna cry regardless.
It's like, oh my God, so sad. She's
Yeah.
crying.
Like,
Then you get the
I
bitches
burst
that
into
go,
tears.
she didn't even know that person. Why is she crying?
and then they're all judgy, and it's like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just crying because you're sad.
It happens, dude. And fuck them bitches.
We had a guy at work tell me about an issue that he was having, and it was really, really sad, and I started crying. And he's like, are you okay? No, are you?
This is your fault.
Wait a
You should have
second.
told me that story.
The story with Tandy.
You were crying.
Yeah,
It's also got to feel weird crying at work.
it does. It makes me
Everybody
feel
probably looks at you
weak.
like, I wonder who died in her family.
I'm like very serious at
Yeah,
work.
you're the boss, so you don't
Yeah.
really want to be seen crying.
Listen to that, Jerry. How does that sound? You're the boss.
Yeah, not really. I'm not the boss.
Are
You
you,
do
a,
tell
are you a
people-
lead or anything?
No.
No,
I thought you had people working under
She
you.
does.
do.
She does
That
tell
makes you a
people.
boss.
She does
I
tell
do tell
people what to do.
All right, that makes
I
you
boss,
some kind
I
of
boss
boss.
people around sometimes,
There you go.
and it's fun. No, I hate it.
No,
You don't like telling people what to do?
No, I don't like being bossy because then when they
because
like,
then people start hating you.
yeah, and I like to be friendly. I'm a very friendly person.
It's
Well,
like
then-
it's a
most of the time.
fine line between like being friendly with them and making sure that they do their job.
Exactly.
Because you know it's gonna come back on you when they don't. Because
Yep.
I deal with it all the time.
Be-
I
just-
go back and forth on whether or not I like it. When I first started, I hated it because especially since I didn't really ask for it, it kind of just got put on me, and like I hated it at first. But the more I did it, the more I started to like it, and I think I'm good at it. I think I'm good at getting people to do their work by being friendly.
I will,
See, that's my thing. Like, I think people listen to me because I ask them in a nice way. Like, I'm not like, go do that, go do that.
Yeah,
I'm like, can you
I
do
feel
this
it.
for me?
that's what I
Or-
did. That's what I did at my old job.
Ask
And
people-
I
We
ju-
had a guy that was all like, he would always be like, someone would make a wrong cut or something on some wood, and he'd be like, "What are you doing, stupid?" And I'd be like, "Don't call him stupid. Like he fucked up.
Yeah,
Just go
and-
tell him, hey, watch what you're doing." You
Yeah,
don't have
I
to
would
be a
never.
dickhead.
I would never talk to somebody that worked underneath me like that.
Yeah,
Like, ever.
there's no
Unless
need
it was
for
somebody
it.
that I was friends with, then
Yeah,
I might
there-
do it just to bust their
Yeah,
balls.
that's
But
different.
like to be serious about it, like I'm always really like just try to be really nice and just tell them like, hey, this is what you did wrong. This
Yeah.
is what you need to do next time.
Yep.
But don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Even if it is a big deal, I'll be like, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's nothing for you to worry about. Because then if you get them all pissed off, now you got somebody who's like pissed off or
Worried.
get them all worried about it. Now you got that makes them even more dangerous and probably even more likely to fuck up.
Yeah.
So I just try to be like nice to them and just be like, hey, it's okay. Everybody fucks up. It happens.
Yeah.
Like
See,
don't
I
let
agree.
anybody around you tell you that they don't fuck up because they fuck up too. And there's no reason why you should be treated like shit because you fucked up.
I agree with you, but that kind of makes me a hypocrite because, like, sometimes at work, I get like really stressed out, and like
Everyone
if
has
somebody
bad
like
days.
gives me attitude, I give it right back. But I'm like so much work. Like, I feel bad afterwards.
Everyone
Jerry's
has those
apologized
days,
a
man.
couple
And
times
so
to
I
people.
apologized to him because I made a girl cry once, and I felt
Wow.
so bad.
Holy shit!
So I bought
Jerry.
her a drink and a candy bar, and I went up to her, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. Like, I'm having a bad day," and I felt so bad.
See, I was
But you
gonna,
don't
I was
give me
gonna agree with you
attitude.
at first,
What'd
but
you
I
tell
never
the-
made anybody cry.
What the hell did you do to this girl?
I asked her to do something, and she gave me attitude.
Like, what kind of attitude?
Like, flipped me off or swore at me or something. Like,
Why?
because she didn't want to go and do it. And I was like, I'm not asking
So
anymore. You
she
need to go
was
and
just
do it.
like, so all I can see in my head is like, hey, can you go do this? And she's just like, fuck no.
Well, she was having a bad day too, come to find out. So I felt really bad. But, like, she didn't want to do what I asked her to do because it was working and been 21. You know what that is. Nobody wants to do that.
I didn't really give a fuck.
Well, that's because you're a guy. Shut up.
Somebody's always got to do it, though.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I've also taken to volunteering for the hard jobs as a boss too. Not all the time,
Mm-hmm.
but like I will do it and show everybody I will do this.
Yep.
Especially if somebody gives me attitude, I'll just fucking do the job myself.
I've
But
done
just
that.
like you don't expect me when somebody comes around and asks about you, don't expect me to say anything good about you.
Yeah.
You know what I
dude,
mean? Like
absolutely.
I call me a rat or whatever, but I have no problem if I'm your supervisor and I ask you to do something and you give me attitude about it, or I end up having to do it myself. You better believe that my supervisor is going to hear about it.
Yeah, it's work. It's either them or you.
Exactly. Like, I'm
Like,
not there to make friends.
Not even like that. I don't even necessarily feel like that. I'm just like if you're not going to do the basic part of the job that you're here to do, like why should you even be here? You know, why
Yeah.
even be around?
That's a big issue where I work.
And like I said, I will do the hardest job on any gig. Like I won't, for the most part, I won't ask somebody to do something that I won't do. And I will,
Okay.
and I'd be fully willing to show them that I will do it.
So, changing subjects a little bit, Cody, I find your job seriously interesting. You want to tell people about what you do? Because I think it's so cool.
I'm a stagehand. I help set up for Broadway plays and rock bands and just shit like that.
Concerts and stuff.
Yeah, but I also do weddings and fucking just like meetings and shit like
Said you
that.
set up for
like
a high school dance
projectors.
before.
Yeah, I've set up for a few high school proms. Well, like the
Like,
same prom like 3 years
When
in a row.
when you say set up for it, did you?
That was just mostly pipe and drape. They had some lighting truss and sound equipment, but a lot of the sound equipment was just DJ equipment. And usually,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think, yeah, because my boss doesn't DJ himself anymore very often. So another DJ probably had to come in and bring his own sound equipment.
Have you ever met any of the rock bands you've done?
Not really.
Who have you done?
Did Alice Cooper, Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, a lot of old school stuff.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
that's usually what
Kenny
Tags,
Rogers.
Tags gets into that.
Tioga
Older
Downs.
stuff.
Tioga Downs brings
Yeah, you
a lot
did-
of that.
Yeah, I did 38 Special twice at
Didn't
Tioga
you
Downs.
did
Didn't you do
Smash
the-
Mouth,
the-
right?
Smash Mouth, yep.
Yeah,
Did
Smash
you do
Mouth.
the WWE show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
did
meet
one
a-
of them.
Did you meet any of those guys?
Just the ref. So the refs have to build that wrestling ring.
Yeah.
Seriously?
And you
Yeah,
helped them do
they have
that?
to be there because it's got to be regulation. They've got to be trained. So as a ref, they're like trained in all the regulations they have to follow. So they're the ones that build the wrestling ring.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And you helped him do that?
Yeah, his name was Charles.
Yeah, he's
a
the
little-
blonde-haired dude.
Yeah, my boss kept calling him Little Ric Flair.
Yeah,
Or Little Nature Boy.
There
Little
was-
Nature Boy.
I'm pretty sure there was actually a storyline where he like followed
Yeah.
Ric Flair around or something.
That's what my BA told me.
Yeah,
That's funny. I
that's
like
cool.
that.
He's been in the business for a really long time.
Yeah. But other than that, I haven't really talked to anybody. And I wouldn't even call him famous. He's just the ref. But I, haven't
mean,
really
he's-
talked to
Well, I mean,
anybody
I
that's
think
still on
he's
famous,
TV.
famous.
I think he's
Yeah.
definitely a famous ref though, because of how long he's been in the
In
company.
the country.
Mhm.
Yep.
Um,
Do you get to watch a majority of the shows that you set up for?
I would not the plays. No, I only
Aw.
watch the play if I'm working it, and even then, it's not even necessarily watching. A lot of times, it's not watching.
'Cause
Especially if you're backstage, you're not seeing the play.
Well, are you interested in plays at all?
I wasn't when I started, but I kind of am now.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like the kiddie ones. Like I don't want to see like Cinderella
Yeah.
or any of the Rodgers and Hammerstein shit. I don't care about any of that.
But it gets interesting,
yeah,
right?
there's good plays. There's good musicals out there.
I would love
A Bronx
to
Tale
go.
was a really great musical.
I haven't seen that. I
It's
haven't
really
seen
adult,
any plays,
too.
but I want to go. We should go.
Like the ones that are for kids, I could care less about. But the ones that are aimed at adults, they're usually okay.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Chad would never see a play. Cody, let's go
Dude,
see a
I
play.
would fucking
I'd go see a play.
Dude,
I keep
I-
telling Missy all the time. I'm like, we need to go do something.
just if I
like
tell you
that
there's a
that we
good
would
play,
never
assume
do.
it's a good play. You know, I'm not gonna send you to fucking something shitty.
Yeah.
And if you're going to the fucking theater
don't
that I
know,
work
man.
at, man,
Like it might not be
It's
your
an
thing,
hour-
but
hour
give
and
it
a
a
half, 2
chance.
hours.
Give it a
Just
chance and
try
appreciate
it
the art.
once.
I mean,
You might like it.
I've watched plays before.
all I'm gonna
and I
say is
wasn't-
even if you don't like it, it's still worth going to find out.
You learn a new
I've
story.
watched plays
Experience.
before in school.
And you helped me tear a play down. You saw how much goes into it. That's what's brought up a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
their appreciation, man. So much goes into it. Like the more you do it and the more you see everything that goes into it, the more you appreciate what's going on when you like see it just as a patron. You know, I don't look at plays differently anymore.
Like all the
Right.
different
Or the same
sets
anymore, I
and
guess I should say.
stuff and
Yeah, and seeing what's going on is just a totally different experience than if I had no idea what was going on backstage, which I didn't. I never was into plays. I didn't know what was going on in the backstage of a fucking musical until I did it.
Right.
See, I still don't completely know because I've
There's
never.
there's
done
a
it, but-
lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so the night that I worked with Cody, we were doing a loadout, and we filled 4 tractor trailers, I think it was,
Yeah, that's like
Wow.
average is 4 tractor trailers,
With
and they're full.
stuff.
They're full. Like these
Stuff.
people have to use fucking programs in their phone to map out the tractor trailers so they can fit everything in.
That's
Like
insane.
they gotta type in dimensions and shit. A lot of the stuff is made in the same dimensions, but they gotta put in their dimensions into a fucking app to try and fit it all into the truck that they have.
That's
It's
crazy.
they
Yeah.
put the most shit in there.
There
It's
was
a
a lot of
giant
shit.
puzzle.
Why couldn't they just rent one more trailer? Like.
Because that's more money.
Yeah.
That's another trailer you
They
gotta
need to-
rent, and another driver that you
Oh,
gotta
that's
get.
True.
They need to save as much money as they can, put towards the play.
But wow.
I also worked a wedding with Cody, setting up a stage on top of a hill during a really hot fucking day.
Yeah, that was the worst
That would be
day.
nice.
It's the worst
like the
day of my
setting.
entire fucking career in that career. I had some pretty bad
Really?
days working construction, but that was the worst. That I feel so bad that was one of the first things that you did
We had
working
to-
in my business. I was like, I feel like you don't believe me when I tell you that it's never gotten that bad before. That was the worst.
So it had rained the night before, so
Okay.
the hill was all muddy and shit, so we couldn't get the truck on the hill. So we had to carry everything.
Trucks. There was more than one
Yeah.
truck. I think there were 3 trucks.
So there was
They weren't
everything-
tractor trailer trucks though. They were like 20 foot, 16,
yeah,
a
yeah.
20 footer and a 16 footer, I believe, and then
Okay.
and
12
we
footer.
had
maybe.
to take, since we couldn't get the trucks up the hill, we had to take everything from the bottom of the hill and walk it up the fucking hill.
Yeah,
We
those,
had a whole stage.
Yeah, the stage. I
Wow.
think each piece probably weighs at least 45 pounds.
Yeah, it was rough.
We had a couple of
It was hot. The sun was beating down on us.
hottest day of the year. It was like
that
98
sounds
degrees.
horrible.
Yeah, it was a rough day.
Yeah, and there was no trees. There was no shade for us. We were right out in the open,
And we went
going
back.
uphill.
We went back on Sunday to tear down. Tear down was so much easier because we were able to get
And
the
we weren't
truck up the hill.
in a rush either.
Yeah, that's
You know, like instead of
Yeah, weddings have to be
we
on
set up.
time and stuff.
We set up for that wedding on a Friday. I think it was a Friday that we set up for that wedding.
we set up the wedding Friday, but then that night we had to set up another wedding.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the next morning we had to tear down the second wedding.
Yep.
And then Sunday we came in to tear down the stage. The wedding
Yeah.
that had the stage.
Yep.
Wow.
That was a long ass fucking weekend too.
Mm-hmm.
I remember shit. I feel like I only slept for like a couple hours a night.
Yeah, that's what happens.
It
You
was
gotta
I
weird.
think I
figure
remember
out-
when you did that.
It was weird. You took. Yeah, we lived in Gillette, and
Yep.
we
did.
had our bed in the living room.
Yep.
Yeah, I dropped him off at like fucking probably 2:00 in the morning, and then picked him up at 5:00 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember
I couldn't
but the
do
thing
that.
is that second loadout, or well, it would be the first loadout, but the second wedding that we set up for, easiest loadout in the world though, right?
Yeah, it was super quick.
In and
We
out
did it
in like an
quick.
hour.
Surprisingly,
Yeah,
because like I
on
thought
like no sleep.
setup was, we went. What time did we go? Like 10:30 at
10:30
night,
at night, yeah.
and we were there until like 1 a.m. I think
Yeah, maybe even later.
that was setup.
Yeah.
But then teardown, we went up at like 10:30
That
or
was for a
11 or
wedding?
something like that.
People hire a bunch of roadies
It
to
was
set up for their wedding.
There was only 3 of us. There was me, Cody, and Johnny.
4 of us, counting
There was-
Mike.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You make
But-
it
So
sound
the
like
3 of
so
us and the
quick
boss.
and stuff, but like me,
Well, tear
you,
it-
and your mom cleaned up our wedding in like an hour.
You
no,
don't
it was
compare it
more
like
people.
Our wedding.
no, this people's got nothing to do with it, man. That setup that he has there is fucking tough.
Yeah, like
Really?
I gotta climb up and down a ladder all night. Go like to fucking drag a piece of a string of lights up to the top, tie it over, and climb back down the ladder. Tie it again,
F
climb
that.
back up
Back
the
up.
ladder.
F
Got to
that.
do that every foot for like 60 feet.
Nope. Nope.
Whoa, what
Yeah.
a night. That's a
No,
good
thank you.
workout, man.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
I helped Mike hang drape, and then I helped set up the lights throughout the hallways and shit.
I'm glad we didn't have.
Were
to
you
do
up
that.
and down a ladder all the time, too?
No, I only think I climbed the ladder like twice.
Yeah,
I did mostly.
I
I
was
did
kind of
mostly-
upset that he worked with you and didn't let me work with you.
Yeah,
I wish he would have taken Johnny and I could have just fucking helped you. Because I was like, right away, I was like, oh man, this is going to be a long night. I was like, this is going to be a long night.
it wasn't that bad though. Like hanging those drapes, because like the wedding was at like a hotel in Watkins Glen, right next to the lake,
Yeah.
and it's friggin' beautiful.
Yeah, isn't that up by the... Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of
Is
it.
that where
Never
we
mind.
went to the picnic?
Yeah, that was in Watkins Glen.
Okay.
I can't remember what the name of that park is.
I have
It's
no
right
idea.
down the road from that.
Yeah,
It's literally like a stone's throw from it. It's called the Harbor Hotel, is where the wedding
Oh,
was.
okay. It's really beautiful up there.
Yeah, I love
It's
it up
nice.
there.
we should have. You know what? Next summer we should have picnic and go up there.
We should. That would be nice.
Hope.
All of the Finger Lakes, even up in Ithaca, is fucking beautiful too.
Yeah, we should go to Ithaca. I haven't been to Ithaca in forever, dude.
Dude,
no,
that-
we need to go to
We
where
went
Rye
up to the
used to live.
Commons this past...
That's when I
Up
bought that.
past Watkins.
Yeah, you bought this bong up there. Dude, the Commons is... Like... There's
cool
only
up
like
there.
2 head shops now.
I haven't been to the Commons since I was like 19.
It's really cool. It's really not... Dude, I'd never been there until I went there to buy this bong with him.
Yeah.
I've never been.
It's not like it used to
It's
be.
nice.
Remember when we went up there when we were in fucking school
Yeah,
still? And
yeah.
like there was like 10 head shops up there.
Yeah.
Like just the whole fucking Commons was just head shops. It's not that anymore. It's a lot of
No.
like clothing shops and like pizza shops.
What the one
Ooh.
head shop dude that we were at, he said they couldn't.
Well, they
Keep
made
open.
head shops illegal in Ithaca in the Commons. They
Then
banned
why?
them.
Then why are that?
His
him
wasn't
and-
considered a head shop. They got it classified as something different. But then they called it Headies.
That's fucking funny.
I don't
I
know
wonder-
what they got it classified
I wonder-
as. Like
I
a
was gonna
smoke
say,
shop,
I
like
wonder-
a tobacco shop maybe.
There wasn't any tobacco in there.
No, it was all fucking pieces, pipes and shit.
Yeah,
Remember he had me fucking go
get him some.
go
pizza.
get him a piece of pizza.
and he gave us a cookie.
Yeah, he gave us an edible for it. It was fucking awesome.
So, what do you guys think about psychedelics becoming legalized
Oh,
in
in
certain
Oregon.
states?
It wasn't just psychedelics. Apparently, it's everything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Oregon decriminalized hard drugs like heroin, cocaine, LSD.
Is it really all of that stuff?
Yeah,
It said all
Everything.
drugs.
yeah. It's like they want to end like drug prohibition or whatever.
Well, that's cool. I'm down
And then
with
like
that.
they made it legal for like service providers to use magic mushrooms
It's gonna be super
Like,
regulated.
on like clients.
I
Like
don't think, it's gonna. They're not selling. It's decriminalized. It's
Yeah.
still illegal.
Oh, word.
They're
just
not gonna like
decriminalized.
open
But,
up
like-
a store where you can
so,
buy
like,
heroin.
Jesus
Chad.
in
Christ.
the description of it,
It's-
like the summary of it, it said like,
It's like what New York is with marijuana.
Like, if you get-
marijuana
if-
is decriminalized in New York.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you get caught with so much heroin or whatever it is, you could either just face $100 fine, or they could submit you to like a human assessment test to see if like you have a problem with it, and if you do, you might have to go to rehab and all that kind of stuff.
That's weird.
I mean, that
Damn.
sounds okay to me.
I wonder what the legal limit would be for fucking heroin, dude.
I mean, I assume
Why
it's
do
a
you wanna
21.
know?
I assume it's a
I don't-
21 or older
well,
thing.
it's not like that though. It's not. It's still not legal. Like there is no legal limit.
Or like, I mean,
Yeah, you
how
got a
much can
point.
you have on your person
Oh, okay.
before it's a
Like
felony?
how much heroin before they
They put
fine
you
you
in jail.
'Cause, like-
more, put
like,
you in jail.
There's you can have a misdemeanor and then there's a felony. So a misdemeanor would be under the decriminalized amount, and then a felony would be over the decriminalized amount. So I wonder how much that would be. And
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I kind of wonder too.
I would-
like,
I
do you
would-
think they'd make it something minuscule?
When the
decriminalize, like,
when the
maybe,
laws
like,
actually-
we just
3 grams or something like that.
when the laws actually come out, I'm definitely gonna like look up and see
Look it
how
up and
they deal with it. I mean,
It's such a. I like the idea, but I just wonder if they're really
Yeah.
prepared for that. Like,
Yeah.
if they're the system that they have is set up. I don't know anything about what their plans are besides what you just said.
I think
So I just wonder if
I
they're
feel
really
like-
prepared to do something like
I
that.
feel like it'll be the same in a sense, but I feel like people won't be as scared to have it. So maybe a lot more people might like try it because, because you got some closed mind people out there. They're like, well, they decriminalized it for some. It can't be that bad for you then. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And like they give it a shot, and it's like, oh, I'm addicted now.
right.
There's a lot of things that could happen, and we'll see in the future.
Yeah, it's kind of
future
kind of
soon.
like with the marijuana thing. They're just an example right now. We're gonna see
Yeah.
what's going on. Well, I mean, yeah, a lot of crazy shit happening in that state anyway.
yeah,
It's not exactly the most stable state as it is, so it's hard to consider it a fucking.
Maybe that's why they did it. They're like, fuck it, man.
You want chaos? Here's all the drugs.
I mean,
How about this for fucking anarchy?
I mean, if you think about it, that means a lot less people will probably go to jail for like just having some drugs. I'm
Yeah,
not
and
saying
I'm not opposed to
saying
that
in
at all.
any way
Yeah, me
that
either.
hard
I like
drugs
that.
are okay to give a shot or anything. I'm just saying that a guy that gets caught with like a bump of heroin shouldn't do 20 years in prison or whatever.
Definitely shouldn't have fucking worse, like be treated worse than somebody who killed somebody.
Yeah.
Or somebody who like
Exactly.
violently beat
I
somebody.
mean, you look at that one guy that Barack Obama, when he let a bunch of people out for nonviolent drug charges, that one dude that got caught with like a dime bag or whatever, he ended up doing like 45 years or something.
what?
And I wish I could remember the
I don't
exact
think
story.
people.
I'm going to tell it incorrectly, but he was in there for a very long time for a very small amount of weed.
I don't think people should. I don't think it should be a thing to put somebody in jail for doing something to their body.
And like that's another like with the pros and cons thing, that's another thing you look at with them decriminalizing hard drugs. It's like, you know what? I'm giving you guys your freedom. Use it at your own risk. I don't condone this behavior, but I can't tell you what to ingest in your bodies.
I like
Yep.
you know, I've
use
I've-
it just put like use at your own risk.
I've said it before that I think all drugs should be.
But then like in the con of it, you'll get like maybe more people start using it, and then people start pushing back like we need to do something about this drug problem. Now you're back down in the square one. Now it's like, all right, do we make it illegal again? And like, what do we do?
Well, whether
It's
it's
just-
legal or illegal, you're always gonna have a drug problem. Like it's always gonna be
Yeah.
there. You're
But
gonna have
there's
people
always-
that get addicted
yeah.
and people that don't.
There's
and
always going to be people that are mad that some politician did this or passed this bill.
You can't make everybody happy.
You can't. You really can't.
You really can't. That's a fact.
But
dude.
I like the idea of being able to, like, if I want to drink a beer, don't give me shit for it. If I want to smoke some weed, don't give me shit for it. If I want to take some shrooms, don't give me shit for it. I like having, like I said, it's in a sense of they're giving us a freedom. It's
I
like
feel like-
you can do what you want with yourself.
I feel like all the people who bust on.
I mean,
bust on
we're not gonna
drugs-
make it legal, but we're not gonna fucking give you life for it, or like we're not gonna punish you as hard.
I feel like people who bust on these drugs are people who have never tried it. Like
Well,
smoke
probably
weed.
because
People talk shit about smoking weed. They probably never smoked it. And
I
they
don't
know. They
I,
don't realize
I know everyone
great
acts.
it
I
is.
know everyone reacts different to it,
Yeah, for sure.
and that kind of sucks in a way because
I
all
like it.
like all
And I've met plenty of people that were just like, I don't like it, but I don't care if you do it.
yeah.
You
Oh
know,
yeah.
like
That's
there's
that's
plenty of
definitely
people
a
that were just
huge
okay
thing.
with, yeah.
But I've definitely met some people that were like, I just don't like the feeling, because it is completely different than, because like when you talk to a lot of people, most people have felt the feeling of getting drunk, and that's what they compare it to, and they'll be like, and since they are so different, like they're like, I'd rather get drunk than high, 'cause the feeling is very different.
It is, but with drinking,
And like I
there's
said,
the after effects, dude.
The after effects is what sucks, but maybe they like the feeling of being dizzy and not being able to walk compared to just sitting here and chilling and having an out of body experience.
And having a podcast.
Hey, man, some people love putting themselves in that fucking place, man.
I remember.
Yeah, they're
dude,
called alcoholics.
Yep. Yeah, you're probably right.
That reminds me of my 21st birthday when you fuckers recorded me
Dude.
on Cody's
Oh
floor.
man,
That was
over the
awesome. Oh,
toilet.
God.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't on the floor. That was on the toilet. Like,
yeah.
Well, I was sitting on the
head
floor.
in toilet.
We said, Jerry, give us a thumbs up. She goes,
Do you still have that video?
Yes, I do.
Jerry's got it. Yeah, I don't know if I do.
Yeah, it
That's
shows
pretty
up
funny.
You
in
should
my
send it to me. I'm gonna
memories.
tack it on the end of this YouTube video.
That would be so.
I'd have to look in my memories because one of you guys posted it, not me, myself. So I'm
Really?
just tagged in it. Yeah,
Oh, on Facebook.
it was one of you. two.
So it's on the internet forever now.
Yeah, I
It's
got
there.
It got over 1,000 views the first time you guys posted
Of
it.
just a
If
thousand.
we ever
people,
get famous, somebody will dig it up.
1,000
They'll
people
find it
laughing
somewhere.
at you, probably.
Oh,
Ah,
they
look at
probably
this!
were.
Look at this drunk girl.
What an
Come on,
idiot.
the video makes you smile. All right.
It does.
No,
Yeah,
it
it just
doesn't.
shows a girl that just turned 21 and just had so much fun.
Over a toilet with her hair a mess.
You
wanna
were
know?
smiling. You
wanna
were
know
having
something?
a good time.
You want to know something crazy? I think she only had 3 drinks that night.
I'm little, okay?
Yeah, but they were probably like
They
fucking
were mixed
liquor
drinks.
drinks.
Sex
Yeah.
on the beach,
I
dude.
weigh-
That's what she drank all night.
I legit weigh 100 pounds. It takes half a drink to get
Yeah,
me
I
drunk.
guess you're right.
Like,
Dude, I'm a lightweight too. I could take
And
like
she doesn't drink, man.
I
Her
don't.
tolerance is so low.
I could take like 3 shots and be like, "What's up,
Yeah,
boys?"
my alcohol tolerance is really low.
I remember. You know what? I remember when we used to down a 30-pack in a night and be like, "All right,
Because we
guys."
were drinking every fucking weekend.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday.
those. Yeah.
Back
I don't
in
see how you
the
guys
early
could do it.
20s day.
I never had that. Like, I never did the whole partying every weekend thing.
'Cause
Man,
you
I was
didn't-
doing it like every night for a while. I was just getting fucking wasted.
I couldn't do that. Nope.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
I couldn't
every
do it
night,
now.
But yeah, dude, me neither. I could smoke weed and that's about it.
We
but-
could party all night and wake up without a hangover. Remember
I
that?
mean, yeah.
that was
I've-
great.
I've
I
had-
drink like 2 beers now. I wake up with a headache
I
or
remember
my
thinking hangovers were a fucking myth.
right.
They're just
I've
telling
never
us
had
that to
one.
keep us from drinking. Nothing bad happens. You just feel a little like, I don't want to say woozy. You feel a little different back then when you woke up from getting drunk.
Yeah.
It wasn't hungover, but you didn't necessarily feel all there.
Yeah.
See, I've never had a hangover. Even
first-
the nights that I drink and I get, like,
You've never had a hangover?
never had a hangover.
That's
the
the
next
luck-
morning, I feel perfectly
That's
fine.
the luckiest thing in the world. Because I've had days where I've had Oh, you've seen me
Oh
hungover
yeah,
before.
the night you threw up all over inside my dresser.
Oh my God, guys, listen to this. So, all I gotta say
I had
is
no place else
no.
to
All I
go.
gotta say is don't drink tequila, man.
Oh my God, was that the night we
It
went to
was,
the bar?
dude.
Yes.
Cody and I were at the bar and we were doing shots of tequila and drinking draft beers.
What bar?
Were your clothes in there?
Yes.
Oh,
What bar?
for some reason I was
Post-time.
picturing an empty.
It was
Oh,
when
you were right
it
down
was-
the road.
Yeah, it was when
Yeah.
we lived in Bentley Creek.
Yep.
I got home.
No, tell the whole story.
Oh God, I got no because then it makes me look bad.
Yeah,
I'll tell it.
No,
Go ahead,
Chad's a-
Cody. Go ahead,
Chad's a
Cody.
prick.
No, here. So
Chad's an
Cody and
asshole.
I went to the post time, and we were getting really drunk. We were having a great time. Made some friends, and apparently Jerry was locked outside of the house, and she was trying to get a hold of me, but I was
no.
too
Well-
drunk to answer my phone.
There is no service.
But
Well,
exactly.
post time is closed, but there was no service in that.
No
area.
service
Like,
at all.
Every once in a while, you could walk into a space where you might get a bar.
Yeah.
But so I'm really drunk, and the bartender is like, "Are you Chad?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Phone call for you." And I was like,
What the fuck?
mind you, I'm drunk as fuck.
And I was
fuck is
outside.
this?
It's Jerry.
And I was outside at that point for like an hour and a half, and it was cold outside.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, so I hop in my car, drunk as shit, drive a mile down the road to
A
where
mile.
we lived.
A fucking
no,
mile.
it was like 2
It was
miles.
less than a mile.
It was 2 miles.
It's
Yeah.
less than a
It's
mile.
Google-
not that
It's
far.
not.
Google
I
said it was
walked it.
2.2 miles.
I don't believe that. I walked it the one morning.
But I went back to the house. I let Jerry in. She yelled at me the whole time because I was bad.
Meanwhile, I'm at the bar continuing
Cody
to
is
get drunk and play pool.
Cody is still at the bar. Well, Jerry's yelling at me, and I'm drunk, so obviously I was like, "Fuck this! I'm going back to the bar." So I went back to the bar.
And there was only like what 20 minutes left until closing.
Cody and I had to close out the bar.
Yeah.
It was a goal we set at the beginning of the night.
Yeah, we told ourselves that we were going to, and we did. But ended up going back to the bar. We closed out the bar, got even more shitty. Came back home, realized, whoa, I'm pretty
Really,
fucked
really
up.
drunk.
I think we had more than
And-
tequila. Didn't we have whiskey too? I feel like there were whiskey
We did
shots
because
There's
she
definitely
said
tequila
something
and
about.
beer.
I'm pretty sure they ran out of tequila. It wasn't because of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There was like
It
no. I mean, kind of. We did drink the last of the
We
tequila.
did. We
yeah.
did.
So it was
We
because
did.
you.
But there wasn't. They only had like the one bottle of Jose Cuervo
Yep.
because it's what a fucking
pretty
shithole
sure we
that bar
shot-
was.
I'm pretty sure.
I've never been in there.
I remember the first time somebody told me they served food. I was like, gross.
But anyways, we were getting ready to go to bed. I laid down and I was like, nope. But I'm really drunk, so I'm like not really conscious of anything. So I just kind of opened up Jerry's dresser drawer and I was like, bleh.
Yeah.
I puked all over her clothes.
And he didn't even clean it.
No, I didn't. Jerry had to
I
clean
did.
it. I was too drunk. You can't expect me.
Oh,
to
that's
clean
true.
it.
That's true. I mean,
You know what?
Well, I'm not gonna lay there
Yeah,
while
no,
my
I
clothes
know.
are soaked in vomit.
You know,
and
like,
smell.
Jerry's the coolest person too because that's not the only time she's cleaned
It's
up my
not.
vomit.
It's not.
There
we
was-
we went to work the one day and he threw up in the car, and I went to break first, and I wasn't gonna sit in the car full of vomit and
So she-
smell it. So I brought out cleaning
She
products,
cleaned it out.
and that's what I did on my break at work. I scrubbed the Jeep clean.
But you know what? I still went to work that day, even though I was
he
sick.
did. He
So
went to work.
Wait, were you just sick or were you hungover?
He
I
was
was
just
sick.
sick.
Oh,
But
you go to work sick, you get other people sick. What are you doing?
hey, this was pre-pandemic, man. Nobody,
Yeah.
nobody cared
Nobody
last
cared.
year.
this was like a
Pre-pandemic,
year
dude.
ago. Two.
No,
three.
it was more than a year. I've been at Cummins
I
for
know.
2 years, 2.5
The time
years.
blends together after you
Dude,
have a
no,
child.
it's because life just happens so fast.
Yeah, like
Life does happen really fast. Cherish it.
You know, does it ever freak you guys out knowing that fucking Arya should be in fucking kindergarten
oh
next
my
year?
god.
Are you looking to put her in like pre-K or anything
So
like that?
apparently,
So we want
I
to,
don't.
I don't think she needs it.
I don't. I feel like she would be bored in pre-K.
Yeah, like she. She's too smart. I don't think she needs it.
She is really smart.
I mean, I never went to pre-K.
I never went
did.
to pre-K.
I didn't either.
I didn't know what it was for the longest time.
Look
Neither
how
did I.
awesome
I
we
didn't-
turned
I
out,
didn't even,
dude.
Didn't even know it existed.
Like, I think your mom basically did all the pre-K stuff with her because your mom's so used to being like in the daycare setting
lady, yeah.
that with her watching Aria while we're at work from the time she was born until now, she's just taught her everything, her shapes, her colors. She speaks Spanish. She knows her dinosaurs. Like,
Does she really speak Spanish?
She does
She can
speak
do.
Spanish.
She can do her
Oh
colors.
yeah, she
Her
used to watch that
colors and her
Spanish show.
numbers and- yep.
That's
Wow,
cool.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
And she's,
good, man.
like,
You're
she
supposed to
just
start
turned 4,
languages
like,
at that
2 weeks
that
ago.
She's
age.
gonna be smarter than both of your minds put together.
I think she is already.
That's okay. I hope
She's
she
definitely
gets...
smarter than Chad already.
Well, we know she gets her smarts and her good looks from me.
Excuse me.
Burn.
Prove me wrong.
Oh, just look at her.
She looks
You know,
just like me.
without me, you wouldn't have been able to create that little thing.
Yeah, she has your temper. You're in there.
It's because she's always hearing him scream at video games.
See?
Oh my God, that's
There
probably what it
We
is.
figured it out. So Jerry's right. You
I'm
need
right.
I
to
even
stop.
sitting around like, why is she yelled fuck every time she does something wrong? Where does she get
Chad
that
did it.
from?
I'm the same way, dude. Don't worry about it. Missy
Yeah,
yells at me all the time.
See,
Just
I was
wait.
telling.
Leo will get
She'll
there.
laugh at me too.
I mentioned we were playing video games the other night, and I mentioned the whole. I was like, "You either let me swear or I punch the TV."
And then
Gotta
I
let
can
my
hear,
aggression out somehow.
No, and then I can hear Cody and Kristen laughing, and I'm like, those fuckers can buy us a new fucking TV then if they find it funny.
Hey, we aren't the ones that killed him. We're on his team. It's
Yeah,
best
that's
case
true.
scenario that he does well.
There was one time where I threw my controller at the TV.
That's why we had to buy a new
That's
TV.
why we had to buy
Yeah.
a new TV.
I have never done anything like that.
We've had to buy a new table, new TV. Our
I guess I have a
controller's
little bit of an
broken.
anger issue.
Your parents had to fix the drywall.
You need to get like a fucking punching bag or
I
something.
Or was
know,
that
I would
you
love a
that did
punching
that?
bag.
What?
The door at your parents' house. The one weekend.
I don't know what you're talking about. Honestly.
I don't know what you're
I don't
talking
know
about
In
either.
the kitchen.
Were we fighting? Were Chad and
I think one
Because
of
there
you
was
was
a whole
mad.
there's a hole upstairs that I threw Chad in the wall, and the wall was like,
That really happened.
or it was the bathroom door or something.
Maybe I'm thinking of the same thing. I just can't remember the thing. But somebody did something, and there's a hole in the wall, and your dad had to fix it
Downstairs.
downstairs.
I don't know.
I think it was in the
Is
kitchen.
it right next to the front door?
I think so.
That was
That was where our old landline
Yeah,
phone
Dad
used
was
to be.
like-
No, I'm.
Show us next time we
I'm
go
gonna.
there.
I'm
'Cause
gonna.
I'm curious now.
and then we'll
Or
ask.
maybe it was the door to the
Then
stairs.
we'll ask
or
mom and
something.
dad and be like, "How did?
How did this
Do you guys
happen?
remember how the hole got here?" I mean, the hole's not there anymore, but you can clearly tell that there was a hole
one.
there.
You ever
And
go into
They probably remember the story.
You ever go into Matthew's room at my parents' house?
Yeah, there's holes
Holes
everywhere.
all over the fucking wall. Every 5 inches, there's a goddamn hole. He ruined it.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I feel weird about people that do that.
He
Punch holes in
Just
the
Well,
punch holes in
he
their
doesn't
wall.
do it now, obviously, but like you know, Matthew, he
Yeah.
used to have anger issues and just punching the holes in the wall, covering up with posters. You go to lean on a poster and you fucking fall through the wall.
The only time I've ever punched a hole in a wall was in like that old house next to my parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it.
Yeah,
My parents. Yeah, next to my parents' house, the old dilapidated one that's fucking.
Yeah.
I think my dad's tearing down next year. I just punched holes in the fucking like ceiling of that actually, just because it seemed like a fun thing to do.
See,
Like I wasn't mad or anything. I was just like, can I punch a hole in a wall? And I hit it. Then I hit it again.
just
And I
wanted
just
to
punched a
see if
couple
you
of
could
holes.
do it.
I think it was me and Missy that were talking. We think it would be cool if you guys had like a smash room type thing where you
Yeah.
just go in and you break
I
shit
would love one.
to get all your anger out.
Didn't you mention that before too? A
break
break
room.
room.
Yeah, you've
And
told
then-
me about
Yeah.
that.
They have though. They
And
have.
Cody
those in,
was like, "What do you need a break room for? You don't have a job."
Brad's a stay-at-home dad, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
And his wife is a registered nurse, so she
Shout out to
she's
the
the
nurse.
man of the
Supports
house.
my ass and my son.
She's a
our
good
son.
lady.
So, you just want a room where you can just go break glass and shit?
Or like anything.
Like I have a bunch of those empty fucking those tube LED lights. I just want.
From
I wanna
what?
go
I got a
smash
bunch of
them all.
those too.
Those
Where
are
do you even get those from?
a hardware
There used to be the
store,
lighting
a
in this
Why
Walmart.
entire
would you
house.
buy those?
Because it used to be the lighting in the entire
I mean,
house. It's not anymore. Well, this never was, but the kitchen and the
The house is
the
super-
kitchen and the laundry room were both big fluorescent tube lights, like what we used to have in school.
The
That's
trailer I
cool.
lived in had those.
No, it
big
sucked.
lights
That's
in
why
the
I got rid of
kitchen.
it.
Really?
It's not that anymore.
Oh, I
it's
love-
really, it's
I
fucking.
like them.
I like those lights too. They're bright as
They're
shit.
bright.
They use
yeah.
a lot of energy. That fucking go look at that LED light out
So-
there, dude. That's way brighter and uses
Is-
so much less energy.
Those lights, would that be the only thing in your break room?
No,
What would you put in there?
like lamps? It'd probably be a lot of glass stuff so I can like watch it shatter.
Plates, cups.
Want
Yeah.
to break my empty whiskey bottles that I'm not looking. I don't know what to do with.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know what I want, but it'd be so expensive.
What?
I just want a bunch of TVs I can punch.
We're
just
doing
wanna
that.
Why would you want to punch a TV?
Because, man, that would be awesome to break.
You have broken one.
Why
That's why we
punch it
bought
though? Why don't you
another
like
one.
not hurt your knuckles and
I
hit it
could
with like a
roundhouse-
baseball bat
I
or
could
something?
roundhouse kick it.
You think you could?
Well, I'm pretty sure any one of us could roundhouse
What's
kick
a roundhouse
TV.
kick?
I don't.
Spinning like
You don't spin in a
Yeah,
roundhouse
stand up
kick.
and show me.
oh,
Oh, okay.
You could barely do it sitting down.
or like a spinning bat kick.
Or you could just throw it.
No, I'd probably do the baseball bat thing.
yeah, just
That sounds
hit it with a
legit.
We
baseball
have
bat.
destroyed a TV before. Were you there when we did the one at my parents' house?
No.
The big one that we
No.
gave back to them?
I was
We
not.
shot it, put
that-
tannerite in it.
It's different though. I
don't-
feel like that wouldn't get rid of my anger.
I mean, I felt good.
I broke my
I
very
wasn't
first
angry, though.
guitar. Chad and I smashed it.
Yo,
one
that
day.
was cool.
It
That
was
was
really
Why
cool.
would
hard.
you do that?
It was
I
really
was there for that.
hard.
You hit
Yeah.
it against the
The
tree.
tree.
It was really
Yep.
hard to break, dude. It was
Yeah.
just a fucking $100 Ibanez Geo, but
Well, it's just like solid wood, isn't it?
sturdy as fuck.
Yeah.
And you guys are
The
all
rock
too
star-
gentle with my
Rock stars
guitars.
make it look so easy. This guitar, we were slamming it against a tree, onto the concrete.
Honestly,
wasn't
I
breaking,
think we
dude.
were afraid to hit it as hard as we can. That's why it wasn't so easy to break. Because we were probably like, instead of like,
I don't know,
whack.
dude. When I was fucking chucking it against that tree, it
it-
wasn't breaking.
Yeah, you're
It put
right. you're
dents
I
right.
feel
in
like
the
you'd break the
tree.
neck before anything else. Like the neck would snap.
That's exactly what happened. The neck definitely snapped first, and then we couldn't really break
Break the
everything.
rest
The,
of it.
the
Yeah.
body of the guitar is just so goddamn thick that's not gonna
yeah,
break.
it's just solid wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like trying to break a 2x4.
That's probably why frickin' the guy from Green Day always can break his guitars, because he has a lot of those hollowed out ones
Yeah.
he plays with.
Yeah,
Well, that makes sense.
Those,
Those
probably
guitars-
bust real quick.
those guitars sound real good.
They sound pretty sweet. I like them.
Those are nice guitars.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't tell the difference.
But
I'm not
you can't-
musically
you can't-
inclined like you,
You
guys
can't.
are.
You could if we
Pointed it out, maybe.
like sat right in front of you and said, "This is the noise a hollowed out guitar makes," and then this is just a regular body.
I think you might be
solid
giving me
body.
too much credit.
I don't know, Jerry. Like, can you tell the difference between an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar?
Well, yeah.
It's kind of the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Because an acoustic guitar is pretty much just a hollow
Hollowed
body,
out,
just
yeah.
bigger.
I get it.
Fucking instruments, dog.
Yeah, dude. That's I like. That's the stuff I like.
I could never bring myself to keep playing instruments. I always just like figured it was because I just didn't like it. I always just was like, if I liked it, I would have kept doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I liked when you guys did when you
The acoustic stuff
yeah, but with Cody.
and doing the
Yeah,
tambourine,
high def.
High def.
tambourine
Yeah.
and shakers and stuff.
I really liked that.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was okay.
we had the
I think
acoustic.
maybe-
I also that was something I learned that day. Like I don't really care about performing live.
Why
It's
don't
just
we
not something
insert
that's
a
that
video
interesting.
clip of that at the end of the podcast of you guys playing.
That's not that embarrassing though.
Well, that's
You
the
can't
point.
you can't put that on a fucking level, I'd definitely rather put you throwing up in my toilet.
No.
Hey, maybe each podcast will end with a video of one of us being stupid. Like old videos. I don't know if I
I
have.
really
I
haven't.
have
I was
a-
saying, like, I don't have any.
I don't know if I
I have
have.
old
I
vid-
wouldn't put that on your guys' shoulders because I know for a fact I ain't got
I have
shit.
old videos of my past bands, but that's like it.
And I also don't trust the cloud at all. So anything that I've ever like filmed and took a picture of, I've gotten a new phone and lost it.
Forever.
Yeah,
That's why I do the SD card thing.
that's not a bad idea.
Yep. I've had the same one for like 6 years.
Yeah, she has so many photos.
Oh my God.
So many
Like
photos.
thousands. Well, not that many. That's a bit. I'm
mean, yeah.
exaggerating. 'Cause
No,
I'm
there
a
might be
woman, but-
thousands.
There
When
might be.
my grandma got a new computer and she switched her files over, and she had like over 10,000 pictures.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Yeah, it was fucking insane.
But like, I don't think this SD card has the capability to hold that many.
I mean, how big's the SD card?
Yeah, pictures really aren't that much memory.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a lot. Yep.
What's your total number? Is it on there?
Wait, let's guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
okay.
guess
Of
3,423.
photos?
Yeah.
How many pictures she has?
Okay. She said she was exaggerating with 1,000 though.
Yeah, but then she looked at it and goes, "Oh, wait, I have a lot of pictures."
I'll just say 3,000. You have 3,000
3,000.
photos.
I'm gonna go with like 1,500.
Okay. Does anybody have a calculator? Because
Hold on.
I have to add up the albums.
Oh, you don't just have a total
No.
count.
You
Go
ready?
ahead.
486.
That's fucking ridiculous.
And that's just one. I see.
That's just
I see like
one. I
a
got
bunch of fucking albums
145.
too.
508.
What the fuck?
That's Aria's folder. 194. 11.
Okay.
69.
Yeah.
69.
69.
Haha, we still laugh at that because we're children.
Come on now.
115.
You said $3,000?
77.
Yeah, 3,423 is what I said.
Well, we're already past yours, so Brad lost.
Shit.
24. 35.
Man, how many fucking albums do you got? Maybe we should have said that.
81.
Yeah, right.
168. 10. 20. 188.
I think Chad's gonna be the closest.
We have 2,131 pictures
I think Brad was still the
Wow.
closest.
Haha.
I don't remember what you guys said.
without going over.
Without going over.
Yeah.
Haha. What was it again?
2,100 and something, 41, I think.
Haha.
It's kind of
Man.
crazy how many
That's a
fucking
lot of
pictures you
fucking
take just
pictures.
because you got a fucking camera
That's
with you all the time.
right.
you
How
know?
many years does it go back?
Oh, it goes back to when Caden was a baby.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a long time.
Like-
but that's man, that's so many
Let me
pictures.
show you.
For the people
I
listening
never think to
now,
take out my phone
that
and take a
kid's like
picture.
10, right? He's 10. He's almost 10.
No, I never think to take out my phone
Right?
and take a
He was
picture or
born in
film
2009.
anything. So he's 11.
Evan.
He'll be 11 in December.
Like, but for real, like I'll watch like those videos of like horrible things
Jesus
happening when
Christ,
people
don't
are filming.
Ever show those to
and
anybody. Stop
I would never do that. What is that?
It's Chad.
Well, yeah, I see that, but why does he say stop that? Is that from
'Cause
when you
he's
guys
It's
first
an
got
old.
together?
It's
He's
an old
so
picture.
Young.
Don't you got a bunch of old pictures of yourself on like Instagram and shit?
Not
No.
really. My oldest picture on Instagram was when I was like, I don't really know.
That's like 22-year-old.
In that
Chad.
picture,
Yeah.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
like 22.
Wow, dude. All those years ago.
Yeah, I know. I'm 31 now, so
I have pictures.
I'm turning 30 in
of
like
me
4
in
months,
high
man.
School.
yeah, dude.
It's weird.
30's
Fucking-
not so bad.
I'll be 27 Wednesday.
That's right. You will be 27 Wednesday.
What are you doing for your birthday?
Nothing.
What do you want to do for your birthday?
Nothing. You know I
Why?
don't like my birthday.
Yeah, I don't
I
really
don't
give a shit
really-
about birthdays either.
Like I don't really care about my birthday.
Yeah.
Why? What makes you not care about your birthday?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
I mean, it is just another
Do you not
day.
like being like the center of attention, or
not
people
only that,
you don't like people getting you gifts and shit? Come
no,
on, what?
No,
I feel the
don't.
same way. I don't
I
really
just-
like it when
I
people
like
give
giving
me stuff.
gifts.
Fuck that. Give
but
me
I don't
stuff.
like getting them. Like, okay, so I don't listen to what I'm saying, Chad. You buy me gifts. You are my husband. You are
Oh my
supposed to. But like, I feel awkward if like somebody buys me something, and I open it. I hate trying to act surprised, and like, I feel like they can see it all over my face if I like something or not, and I don't want them to be like upset if I don't like what they got me.
So you
Right.
don't want to get a gift because you don't want them to notice your reaction of maybe I don't like it.
Yes.
Fuck that.
guess.
Give me presents.
I don't like getting gifts either.
Like I don't like it to be about me, I guess. Like I
yeah,
don't know.
same here. But I don't like giving gifts that much either. You know, like I don't really know why. Honestly, like I just feel like I don't want to end up in like a cycle where I feel like I owe somebody or somebody owes me,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
see
always
that.
gonna feel that. Like even if like the person says not to feel that way, like no matter
it's
what,
like,
like
but
I'm
I-
always gonna feel that way.
Yeah, I kind of do
And
that
I
sometimes.
feel like when I don't think of like when I think of help like getting my friends something, I don't think of like giving them an object. I think of like helping them out or like
Right.
you know like
That's
yeah,
true.
you know, I just don't feel like fuck material objects, you know? Like
Exactly.
I don't really care that much about material objects myself, so it's like why would I hand out something that I don't really give a
Right.
fuck
Like
about?
a lot of the gifts that I give are all homemade gifts. Like
I like
what
homemade
have I
stuff,
gotten
man.
you guys
Like
the last couple Christmases? Homemade shit.
all the
Like,
resin stuff that Jerry makes. I really like paintings and shit, drawings.
Yeah.
I'd hang that shit up all over my house.
I did paintings for some people not last year, but the year before.
Yeah, you should start making more paintings so we can hang them around the house.
Buy me canvas.
Maybe
There you
maybe
go.
we'll do more paintings together.
I really
Let's
want
do
you
it.
to paint me something. Like I want
Yeah,
like, a
Cody's been
custom
asking
painting
for a
know.
something.
painting forever.
I need a canvas. I don't have one.
Well, let's go buy one. Literally,
Kristen
Walmart.
said she'd paint me something too, but now like she showed me something and I was like, I don't really want that, and now I think I offended her. So I'm like
Oh.
afraid to bring it up. Like I'm afraid
Nah,
to be like,
dude.
come on, paint me something else. Because the last time I did, she was just like, the last time I showed you something, she was like, you didn't like it.
So send her a picture of something you like and just be like, yo, paint me this.
But I don't know what I want though.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. You're
well,
right.
well,
I'm a
well,
complicated
So-
person.
Well, here for
this is why I haven't painted you anything. Because I don't know what to paint you.
I did ask you to paint me like a picture of like South Park characters.
But do you know how hard that is?
That's
No,
not
I don't
very
paint.
hard at all.
I don't
No
paint.
way. There's no
Okay.
way they're hard to
It's
draw.
South-
No. For me, ask Chad how long it took me to do that damn mushroom because it needed to be perfect.
Bro, we
Like-
took like 4.5 hours on those paintings.
Makes
like,
sense.
I'd
Literally,
have to get
dude.
it perfect. I
What
would
if
want it.
what if I pay you by the hour to paint the picture?
It don't take me long to paint.
You were just complaining about how long it took.
No, because I sketch it first. I draw it on the thing first, and then I
that
paint
counts
it.
into the hourly wage.
Okay, sure, let's do it. I'll paint you all South Park.
I actually wouldn't mind somebody painting a mural out on this wall out here either. I think that would be kind of cool.
That'd be a big project.
That's
I
a
would
lot
do
of-
that,
a big
but
project,
the
but it
only
would be
thing that I
fucking
would
awesome.
ask is that you buy the paint. That's
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
I would do it for free.
Absolutely.
You just buy the paint
But like
because that sounds fun to me,
that I don't. I want like it's just a blank fucking wall,
and
I
you have
don't.
to help.
What do I have to do? Because I'm not
Like
very good
paint
painting.
big areas.
Like you make a circle,
Yeah, and you fill it in.
Fill it in. I would
Yep.
be willing to do that.
Guys, let's do a mural.
A group mural.
Can we do like that whole wall? Like make it look like it's the kids from South Park standing at the bus stop.
I would absolutely
the
love
first
that.
opening
That would be
scene.
fucking
Let's
amazing.
do it.
That would be the coolest thing in the
That would be
freaking world,
awesome.
Let's do it then.
And like put them low enough to the ground where it looks like they're standing there.
Well, how tall you want him to be though?
How tall is a fucking 10-year-old?
Well, it depends.
Well, the
'cause
thing is, they
Caden's
don't really
10 and
look
he's
like
pretty
10-year-olds.
tall.
They
I don't know. Like 3 foot, 2 foot, whatever makes sense to the painting.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Got to stick a fucking alien in it too. One of the South Park aliens.
Yeah.
'Cause they put one in every episode.
Do they really?
They don't do they don't do that anymore.
They
do
might not. I don't know.
I don't think they do that anymore.
What aliens?
So
You ever see
like
They're
the very
like they're
first,
just like grays.
the very first episode of South Park, like their pilot episode, Cartman is shitting out a giant satellite that communicates with aliens, and that's when we first meet aliens. And then it was like this running gag where they would sneak one of those aliens in some part of the episode.
Why have I never noticed this?
They try to hide it. Like for the most part, they try to hide
And like you're paying attention to the main characters and shit. You're
That's
not gonna
true.
notice an alien peeking around a tree.
it. And like just
Well-
think like all the episodes that have like crowds in them, where there's like 100 people in a crowd.
It's
Just
like
one
a
of them would be
sitting
like an
there.
alien wearing a
like
hat.
a Where's Waldo
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Now
Or-
I'm
and it
gonna
could
have
be
to
like a
go
picture.
and watch it and try to find
Well-
an alien in every episode.
South Park is on HBO now, and
Yeah.
you have to
We
get it.
discussed this last time.
Yeah,
I
I
said you
know.
could get it. You just have to
Yo,
get it.
I'll find out. I'll find out my password and shit, because I think
That
you can get
works.
3 screens with it.
Really,
I think
bro?
so.
Let's
sweet.
do that because we pay for his Spotify. He can pay for our HBO.
I use your Hulu
And
too.
he uses our Hulu.
God damn.
And
And,
ESPN
and
Plus.
my ESPN Plus.
God damn.
I'll
You
let-
want
I'll
my
give-
Netflix account too?
No, we use your dad's for that. I'll give you our Amazon Prime stuff.
Yes. Please do.
Amazon Prime.
How many screens you got with that, yo?
Amazon Prime fucking sucks.
What?
They just released Borat 2 on there.
Yeah, it's an Amazon original, I believe.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there's not a whole lot of movies on there, man. Like they have like featured movies, and it's like movies that literally like just came, like the newest Joker's on there with
Joaquin
Phoenix, yeah, and like the Justice League was on there when it came out on Blu-ray or whatever. They put that on there.
The
And
movie
it's
was
supposed to.
shitty.
It's supposed to be the Snyder's Cut is supposed to be being put on HBO Max as well.
Yeah, fucking. Apparently, they had Jared Leto come in to do reshoots on it.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I read. So they're gonna put the Joker in it. 'Cause I don't think the Joker was even in the Justice League,
No,
but
No.
they're gonna put the Joker in it now, I guess.
that's
Especially since
awesome.
he's splitting it into like 4 parts.
I
He's
think
almost
they
making it a
shoulda-
miniseries.
They should have given him his own movie anyways. He did
Well,
Yo.
he
good.
had the
He didn't do enough to judge him on, really.
He had to leave. Didn't he have to leave
I
the
liked it.
Justice League because there was some medical emergency in his family or something, and that's why we didn't get his full cut.
I have no idea.
Dude,
Well,
Jared.
he
I wanna
wasn't in
say-
Justice League. He was in Suicide Squad.
No. I'm talking
That's
about.
what I'm
talking
thinking
about
of.
the direct.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the director had to leave the Justice League when they started filming after a little bit because of a medical emergency or something, and that's why we didn't get his full idea.
I have no idea. I don't know. I really don't know anything about that.
I wanna say I just recently
But I just doubt.
read that.
I doubt that it happened just because he wasn't there. Because there's no way was he trying to film something that's gonna fit into 4 episodes.
Right.
You know, like most people who make movies don't set out to make a 4-hour-long movie because most people don't want to sit through a 4-hour-long movie.
Right.
That's why like the episodic thing is
We
what
we're gonna get
people
to
do
see Darkseid in Snyder's cut
you
of
know.
the Justice
It's
League.
like those DC movies are just they're not great, but I still want to see every new one that comes out.
Yeah.
Like I
Yep.
still want to see. Like I keep having faith in them.
I'm excited for this movie, Morbius. Jared Leto's
in
playing-
that, right?
Yeah, Jared Leto's
Yo,
playing
I
Morbius.
just speaking of him, I just started watching the Spider-Man cartoons from the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see an episode that vampire.
Oh, he'll be
comes
there,
into-
dude.
Yeah.
He'll be there.
I just watched
Didn't Blade fight that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morbius is the vampire.
Was it
He's
in
like,
it was in the comics, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever in a Blade movie.
No, he
Did
was.
Blade ever show up on Spider-Man though?
Yeah,
In the cartoon?
pretty sure.
What?
Yeah,
It's,
he's
Blade-
it's all Marvel. It's a Marvel
Blade
universe.
the vampire.
Yeah.
And
Wesley
Spider-Man
Snipes.
Yeah,
Wesley
because
Snipes.
so the
They
guy
used to fight each other.
the guy that
What?
Jared
In the
Leto
comic books,
the
yeah.
guy that Jared Leto plays came to New York City where Spider-Man is in the cartoon, and he was like a running villain of Spider-Man for a few episodes in the cartoon.
I've never watched the cartoon.
But, like,
so-
Do you
If-
want to? I would go back and watch that shit.
The reason I started Spider-Man is because I just finished the X-Men
Yeah.
one from the 90s.
If you watch all the Iron Man movies with me, I'll watch it with you.
The
See-
Iron Man movies are great.
They are
love,
great.
I think they're probably.
I've already
they're
seen all
probably
the Iron Man movies.
I
They're
know, but
probably
I
the
really
best
like
movies
'em.
in the Marvel universe.
Mhm.
I really like the Iron Man
Yes.
movies.
I like
What-
Thor Ragnarok a lot
That was
too,
a really
though.
good one.
That was
Missy
a good
and-
movie.
Missy
The
and I
movie made me
watched
laugh
that.
so hard the first time I watched it.
What do you think your favorite superhero movie is?
Oh man,
Forget that.
laying that bombshell
All
on
of
me,
them.
dude.
Hey man, you did the top 5 bands
I
to
like-
us.
Yeah, that was way more out of fucking left field, man.
I know. I think like out of all of them or just Marvel. Well, I don't like.
Okay,
any
pick
of
a
them.
Marvel.
Just out of all
I
of
don't like
them.
any of the DC.
Pick a
so
Marvel.
I was
never
gonna
mind.
say, like, if you don't pick a Marvel, I'm gonna be surprised.
Infinity War. That
Okay.
that was. I mean, are we just picking a superhero movie or like the Avengers too?
I mean, yeah, that's a superhero movie.
It is a superhero movie.
So Infinity War, because that movie was so good.
it was a really good movie.
And I don't want to be. I feel like saying
What's yours,
Endgame would
Jerry?
be cliche, but
Not that one.
I thought Infinity War was way better than Endgame.
yeah.
Like,
What is
I don't know,
that
kind
one?
of. I
It's
think,
Endgame. Not my favorite.
yeah, it was kind of nice having a movie that didn't end happily. You know,
Yeah.
I like that. Like, maybe I'm just a depressing person, but I kind of like when a movie ends badly.
I really like Civil War.
I was gonna say Civil War too. I
Probably
really,
one
really
of
like
my-
that movie. It's
Probably
either
one of my favorites.
it's between Civil War or
Infinity War.
Yeah, Infinity War.
See,
I don't
that
think
Civil
I've
War's
seen
pretty good.
Endgame.
Really?
What?
I don't think I've seen
What?
Endgame.
What?
I remember
You
you.
didn't
You
watch
have
that
you
with
have
me?
Disney Plus, right?
It's on there.
Wait, maybe we
Watch
have
Endgame.
watched
It's
it.
where
then.
he dies.
Yeah, Iron Man dies.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
Captain America gets old.
I don't
You've seen it
remember
with me,
any
I
of that.
swear.
I remember you and I watching Infinity War together, but I don't remember watching Endgame.
Go back
Oh.
and watch Endgame.
You gotta go
dude.
back and watch them both. You gotta
Yeah.
start right from the beginning of
You gotta
Infinity War and end
continue
it
on.
all the way to Endgame. Endgame was really good though. Like,
It
talk about
was.
fucking
It
action
was a really
sequences,
good
man.
movie, but I don't like how it ended, obviously.
Jerry's favorite superhero is Iron Man.
He's the greatest.
I don't know, man. I started really liking Captain America. What's the second one? The Winter Soldier.
yeah.
I
I
thought
didn't
that movie
finish
was
that
fucking
movie.
great. Oh,
I
love that
started
movie.
it and I never
Dude,
finished it.
Disney Plus actually has, they have like a order, like they have all the movies in order and how you should watch them.
Really?
Yeah,
That would
they
be so
just,
helpful.
I think they just set it up because I just noticed it.
What?
Because I don't.
They have it
exactly
set up
know
So
the
do they
order
have
they're
it set
supposed
up
to go.
how in the order that they actually came out, or is it just how
No,
they think
it's
you
how
should
they're
watch 'em?
supposed to go together.
Yeah.
Like
So
So
in
it
the-
starts
in
with
the
Captain
universe.
Marvel.
I think
It would-
Captain Marvel. I think one of the
Oh no, it would have
first
to start with Captain
America,
America because
and
that
then
was
it
in the
was-
40s.
Then it was
Captain
Marvel. Yeah.
Well, let's look.
But that sucks because I kind of like the way that they did it, where you had to go back in time.
Yeah.
Not, like, you know, like I kind of liked they kind of made prequels as well as sequels. Like I would like if I was gonna watch it, I would rather watch it in the order that they were made.
Yeah.
You know, like I like that you got like what didn't you get Iron Man and Iron Man 2, and then it goes back in time to Captain America.
Yeah.
And you get Captain America and then Thor and then the Avengers. I
Yeah.
think that was how it went, right? Oh, and
Yeah,
the Incredible
something like
Hulk,
that.
but nobody liked that movie
Dude,
anyway.
that's not even on there. The Incredible Hulk.
yeah, I don't
or
think that's on there.
even the first one with
Eric Bana. I don't think the Hulk was owned by Marvel at the time.
No,
But no, what they had to have been with
Stan Lee
Edward.
was
With
involved with it.
yeah, well, Stan Lee's been involved in all of them.
Yeah, but Marvel had to own it somehow if he was.
Well, Marvel Studios. There's a difference between like Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Right,
or
right.
Marvel Studios, and Marvel the comics.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need another Incredible Hulk movie.
Yeah, I thought that what's it called? Ragnarok did it like was kind of like a Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
movie,
he was in
you
it
know?
quite a bit.
It was like an Incredible Hulk Thor movie, and I
Yeah.
thought they went together.
right here.
I
bud.
liked it.
Marvel Cinematic Universe in timeline order.
There you go.
That's freaking
it.
sweet, dude.
Right?
I like that.
I'm thinking about having a marathon one day and just fucking blasting through the movies.
It's not. It's gonna take you more than a day. There's
Oh,
literally
man,
more
there's
than 24
a
hours of
lot.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
film right there.
I know.
I think there's 26 films.
Really?
So
And
you're
it's like
talking
2
like
hours of film.
yeah, and the Infinity War
So-
and Endgame are both 3 hours
So
long.
speaking of the Marvel Universe, what do you think What do you think they're gonna do as far as Doctor Strange 2 with the whole multiverse thing, or whatever?
It sounds like I keep reading that they're gonna like tie in the other two
Two
Spider-Man into
Spider-Mans.
it.
Yep, that's what Chad was telling me.
Oh yeah,
Tobey
you did
Maguire
you told
and-
me
Bro.
about that.
Yeah,
Andrew
because
Garfield.
I looked on Google and I looked at the cast, and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were in the cast, and I was like, bro,
And I think they're gonna bring in Miles Morales.
Didn't
Yeah,
they?
would be-
Didn't they also talk something about Venom was gonna be brought into the universe too?
Venom.
I think they're making a Venom 2. I don't know
Yeah,
if it's
they're
gonna have
definitely
anything to
making a
do
Venom
with the
2.
universe.
They should. I really
Venom
liked
2
that
has-
first movie.
That
Dude,
was a good movie.
Sony.
I didn't watch Venom yet.
No,
What?
it's a good movie,
You
dude.
should watch it.
Sony and Disney need to collab on this shit because when it comes to Spider-Man, Morbius has to be crossed over with Spider-Man at some point. Venom and Carnage obviously have to be crossed over with Spider-Man at some point.
Dude, I hope that
Wait a second.
Carnage looks so badass. Is he gonna be in Venom? I think he's gonna be in Venom too.
Wasn't
Sony
Carnage in
owns-
Venom?
He was
in
at the
Venom.
very end. They introduce you to him,
Yeah,
but
he was
not
in
the
jail
not the
cell.
symbiote. The guy that the symbiote gets attached to.
Oh,
like
you don't
the
actually
crazy
see
dude.
him as
No,
Carnage.
He's just in this cell.
And who's
and
playing him?
That fucking dude.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson's gonna be Carnage.
What?
Is
No.
he? Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Show me a picture
He's
of him.
old.
Okay, fine. I'll show
Oh,
you.
Is it the guy
wait.
I'm thinking of?
Was it Woody? It was Woody Harrelson at the end of the movie.
Yeah, he was wearing a like red.
Oh yeah.
curly wig.
Okay, I do remember now. Is he? Okay.
I do really want to see it. It looked really good.
It's a good movie. I mean, they.
I like Tom Hardy a lot.
He's sweet, but they make like the symbiote and like everything he does with it look really cool. Like you can, obviously you can tell it's CGI and know it's CGI, but it looks pretty good.
Yeah,
It looks like
it
as
should
good-
look a little bit.
It looks as good as the Marvel movies. Like
Yeah,
it's not DC.
Hey.
Shit, it's
So I'm looking at the cast for Venom 2. Let there be Carnage. Woody Harrelson is playing Carnage. Spider-Man's gonna be in that movie.
Tom
'Cause
Holland.
Tom Holland's on the cast.
dude.
Dude, that's pretty dope.
Fucking-
Now I gotta
I bet you're
fucking.
even
Now I
more
gotta watch
excited.
Venom.
Bro.
Yes, Cody, you do.
Dude, I
Show me a
fucking.
picture.
They keep talking about bringing the X-Men in too.
Yeah, they did. I
But
remember.
it just seems like if you bring the X-Men in, like you've already got so many heroes and such a huge
yeah.
cast. Bringing the X-Men in, you're
Venom,
just expanding the
Carnage.
universe
I heard
so much.
rumors of them wanting to
He is
do
exactly who I thought.
an
about.
X-Men versus the Avengers movie.
So X-Men versus the. I mean,
They
Might
like
be
that.
cool.
There was just a rumor that I heard them talking about to where, like they were talking about Doctor Strange, the multiverse thing, and how they would incorporate the X-Men and how the Avengers would take care of them or they would fight or something. I think it'd be interesting to see because, I mean, the mutants are pretty much like there's some mutants, but then there's some mutants that are just superheroes,
I mean,
like
yeah,
Storm.
yeah.
Like that seems pretty like
Even
superhero
Wolverine.
kind of thing.
Like,
Yeah,
he just
dude.
like can't die.
regenerate.
Hey,
Super strong.
He's been like brutally murdered in comics, and he just comes back to life.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey guys, I'm all better
I
now."
want.
It would be great if Deadpool came into it too.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like not like as a main character, but just like stopped in and did something.
You
like,
know what?
Like
I love Deadpool.
Deadpool was one of my favorite movies too.
both of them. I thought
They were
Deadpool 2
so
was
good.
great
I
too.
loved how it was rated R.
Yeah.
Like it's so great to have a
That's what
superhero.
they
I feel like all
ish.
superhero movies should be rated R. Because if you read the comics, you know how brutal that shit gets.
Yeah.
So
I
without,
mean, they kill a lot of people without really making mention to it.
yeah,
you know?
dude, and it's great, man.
Speaking
Just-
of comics, I recently just started getting more into Spawn.
Reading the comic
You're
or
reading the
Like,
comic.
watching
well,
the show?
I watched.
I
this
assume they're
dude-
all on HBO Max, right?
The Todd McFarlane's cartoon series is. I think there's like.
I think it was only one season, probably
yeah,
like
I
6
don't-
or 7
I'm
episodes.
not sure, but YouTube has more episodes of it too.
Really?
But his comic is so fucking awesome. I watch a guy like you know how you said there was this dude that like reads pretty much just reads it to you.
He's summarize the guy I watch. He basically just summarizes.
That's kind of what this guy does, but like he'll read he'll like read a couple pages and then kind of go over it, and then read a couple pages, then
remember
go
his
over
name?
it.
Is it the comic
It's
story?
no. It starts with a V. I can't. I'll have to look at it because I don't know. I thought it was cool. Spawn,
I feel like I
dude,
know exactly
Spawn,
who you're talking about.
Spawn is a fucking. He's like a god, dude.
Yeah, dude, he can do
He
anything
had-
he wants. All
his
he has
pa-
to do is
dude,
concentrate.
He has like way more powers than what was told to us in that fucking
Yeah.
movie from '98 or whatever.
Yeah,
He is like
that was a good movie, man.
like
I like
so
that
he
movie.
like
I haven't seen it in a really
in the
long time.
in the comics, like he went against hell, but he also went against heaven.
Did you see where Mike Perry called that guy the N-word? Michael Jai White. You didn't see that?
When?
It's a few months ago. He said something because Michael Jai White's a real. I think he knows Taekwondo. Like he's a real martial artist. The guy who played Spawn, and I guess
Oh yeah.
he had like a conversation with Kimbo Slice, and Kimbo Slice didn't take him seriously because he looked at him as just an actor. And then Michael Jai White said something about that, and like said something about Kimbo Slice. I don't know what he said. I don't remember. And Mike Perry came out and was like, tried to fight him, like told him he wanted to fight him, and called him the N-word.
Holy shit.
He's like, he even said, he's like, you're not. He said, he said it with an A the first time. He's like, you're not a N-word with an A, and you're just a N-word with an ER. It was all on like Twitter.
Holy shit, dude!
Wow.
What the
Fucking
fuck?
Mike Perry's crazy.
Yeah,
What an idiot!
yeah.
Stupid dickhead.
What is wrong with people?
He's fighting.
Well, he's been kicked and punched in the face like
That's
most
Yeah.
of
why.
his
What's
life.
wrong with
He's
it?
fighting. Supposedly, he's supposed to be fighting Tim Means in December, or maybe it's November, because Mike Perry was supposed to fight Robbie Lawler, but then Robbie Lawler had to back out.
Yeah, I just saw that Robbie Lawler backed out.
So now he's gonna fight Tim Means, supposedly. That's what I read on Instagram, at least.
Yeah, it's still a ways out. Who knows?
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be a main event anyway, right? It
No.
was on
No.
the undercard.
We got some pretty cool fights coming up, though.
Yeah, I think they're gonna fucking only do 2 in December, right?
Yeah, the 19th and the 12th. 12th and the 19th.
Yeah, Chimaev.
And
or-
Leon
He's
Edwards.
fighting.
And then I don't
Yeah,
think they're
12th.
doing one the first week of January either. I think it's like the first one next year is like the second week of January, I
And
believe.
that's gonna be the Conor Poirier one, right?
We're all
That'll
gonna
be on the 23rd.
January.
Hopefully.
we're all gonna be going through withdrawals because we're gonna go like fucking 2 weeks without mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Or without the UFC anyway. That hasn't happened all year.
All summer, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ever
we'll
since
have the contender
since
series,
March.
right?
ever since March.
I think there's only
yeah.
3 episodes of the Contender Series.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all
That's it. Only
It's just
3?
it was yesterday,
Yesterday.
next week, and the week after. I didn't watch it. I forgot it was premiering.
I
I'm
can't-
gonna watch it tonight.
I
and
caught
last
you guys
the
night-
leave.
tail end of it.
there was some good shit that happened last night.
Only
on the
4.
Yeah, I
Contender
saw-
Series.
All 4 of them got contracts, right?
Yeah,
Was there
dude.
4?
Did you see the front face kick, dude?
No. I caught that.
Knocked him the fuck out. It was awesome.
When did you watch that?
Because like I
I watched clips on Instagram.
I
this morning.
remembered it was on, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna watch it." But it was the end of it.
I'd forgotten it was on. I was thinking next week, but I mean, fuck, man, November's just moving so quickly.
I
The
know.
the one
This
And
whole-
it's only the 4th, but I feel like it still
No,
should
it's
be
not.
October.
Fifth.
It's the 5th.
Oh yeah, see,
See?
the one heavyweight that was on there, like when they did an interview with him, like after he got his contract, it was like he didn't know what to say, like being on camera and stuff. It was really awkward.
it's kind of I like that. I think it's funny when fighters are
But,
awkward on the
like,
microphone.
They asked like who he wanted to fight. He's like, just give me anyone.
You ever watch fucking what's his name? Big Ben Rothwell try and do a promo?
That guy, he's the guy that did the evil laugh. in
Yeah.
that one clip.
Oh my god, dude! I do remember. I remember that.
It's
I
so
do remember
awkward,
that.
man. It's so like I don't know. It makes me laugh.
I wonder why he did that.
It's trying to cut a promo, man.
But
It's
you're
just
in the
what
UFC.
that's what,
You're
yeah,
not
no,
in
that's
the
not,
WWE.
That's what the fucking at the time. That was what people were looking for because Conor McGregor was so good at it, and he made everybody want to fucking watch the UFC. That everybody was like, "We got to try and figure out how to be like Conor McGregor and cut a promo." And it didn't work out because they're not, like you said, they're not in the WWE. They didn't work on cutting promos most of their life. They're just fighters, you know?
Yeah.
And when they try to cut a promo, you can clearly tell that it's something that they either wrote down before the show or...
Yeah, even like the interviews, like I skip overall like the shit talk a lot of times because I mean if it's actually feels compelling, but a lot of times they just say the same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take him down and submit him, or I'm gonna take him down and beat him up, or I'm gonna knock him out in the first round.
So
or,
you outsportsed him.
yeah, like I get it.
I like it when fighters call people out.
I like that too. Like I think a good somebody just did a really great interview. Maybe even Colby Covington. He's another one who's like I don't know how you feel about him as a person, but he cuts a great promo. Like during his interview, he doesn't like go try to like awkwardly explain what happened because once they step out of the ring, they barely know what happened. You know, their adrenaline's going. They probably like they're so overwhelmed with everything that's going on around them. So I like it when they just come off. A lot of times it's like so awkward listening to him explain what happened. And I love it the way that Colby Covington just comes out, puts on his headset, basically ignores the questions being asked of him, talks the shit that he wants, calls out who the fuck he wants, and walks away. And like that's his thing. Like I like that.
Yeah. It's like why would the fighter have to explain what just went down when we literally all just sat there and watched what went down?
I mean, I don't mind hearing it, but I think I would rather hear it like a couple of days later. Like, I'd rather hear them talk about it after, like a few days after when they've had time to, like, gather their thoughts and, like, think about everything that's happened. Because, like, when you ask them the second it's done, like, it's hard to get... I mean, some of them are good at it. Some of them can tell you exactly what they were thinking and everything going through their mind. But some of them, like, after they just knocked somebody out after, like, a hard, like, 2 rounds or whatever, like, they're just, like, out of breath and their fucking adrenaline's racing and stuff. And they barely know what the fuck just happened, you know?
Breathing heavy.
Yeah,
you
dude.
Can't understand
Shit.
them.
Greg Hardy could barely breathe in his last interview he had.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's. But if you listen to what he has to say 2 days later, I bet you it's a lot more. In my opinion, it's a lot more interesting because they've had the time to think about what happened. They've watched the replays. You know.
Yeah, the interviewers should think of some different questions too. We always get the same questions.
I think that's part of the reason why. I think
how
they
soon
just,
are you looking to get back in here? Was this your game plan coming to fight? It's always the same questions.
I mean, yeah, but for that same reason, you can't throw them too many curveballs and make them have to really think about what.
Yeah, that's
what
true.
Happened,
That's
you
true.
know?
So
just,
if
like,
they come in with the questions that they're expecting.
If they get too complicated though, like at that point, a fighter's probably likely, like if it's something that they really, really have to think hard about, at that point, the fighter's likely to be like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, they don't.
I don't know.
They don't want to think at all after just getting their face smashed in.
Yeah, that's probably why.
That or they're thinking too much. There's like a bunch of fucking thoughts and emotions going through their head and like all the adrenaline and everything. Like if you throw too many curveballs at them at that moment, they're just gonna be like, I don't know, man. Like, what's the next question you got?
Yeah, there have been times where fighters have totally not answered any questions. I mean, Colby Covington, what you just said, totally ignores questions.
But like I said, I like that. He has like his goal. I mean, what's his name? Henry Cejudo kind of did the same thing too. He seemed like a little bit more nervous when he did it. Like he wasn't as much of a natural as Covington is, but he got right to the point and was like, I know who I'm gonna call out. I know what I've got to say, and just says it. Ignores the questions. Just says it. Gets his message out there, and then moves on. You know.
Yeah, and that's.
So, I know what I want for my birthday.
Oh yeah, what do you want for your birthday?
I want. Oh man, now I can't think of the name.
Another one who was good at it, Nate Diaz.
Nate Diaz is
Just straight up when they asked, like, I don't even remember what Rogan asked him, but he just grabs the microphone and goes, "Fuck that, Conor McGregor, you got everything you're after everything that I work for, motherfucker."
Yeah, that was perfect, dude. Man, that's like that kind of shit gives me chills.
Yeah,
because I'm just like that's so good.
Mm-hmm. But he practiced that. That probably wasn't off the cuff. He like knew who he was gonna call out, what he was gonna say when it happened. Conor did the same thing when he was like, what'd he say? we're not here to take part. We're here to take over. Like, he practiced that. That didn't come off the top of his fucking head. He knew he was going to say that when he won.
Yeah, that's something pretty legit to say. Just like that, snap of a finger.
It's part of the reason why I love it, though. So, we are almost at 2 hours, guys.
Almost at 2 hours.
Are you
Wow.
serious?
Well, we should probably let the people go then.
Yeah, it doesn't feel it.
That went
Man,
by
that
quick.
flew right the fuck by.
If they're still
Yeah.
listening, that
Yeah.
is. I
Yeah.
mean, it's been 2 hours.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to Everybody Podcast. We'll catch you guys next time.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.